Did you ask them where they lived? And
I was so busy with the technical aspect of shooting this picture. It was so difficult for me that the first setup was almost 3 hours because I was having technical problems with my equipment. Yeah. Well, I was shooting with all indoor flash because there's no light in these apartments. It's all
not
artificial
in a
light.
townhouse, yeah.
No, the windows open up to another building.
Right, they're very closed in.
Yeah, there's no light. So you have to create your own light, so to speak. And this was rather complicated for me. You know, I'm not a professional photographer.
Was your teacher there?
No.
Oh,
no.
You're on your own.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I had to call him, though, at one point. My flash wasn't firing remotely, and I was having a bitch of a time. I asked his expertise, my teacher, Doug, and he was helping me, but over the phone somewhat. And then, you know, what could I do? I couldn't get the equipment working. I had to go to Plan B.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
So you're stuck.
Yeah, but I enjoy it.
You can't even move this along.
I was very stressed out, though. I get very stressed. I want to come through for people because, you know, Ralph and Sam had rented a space. It felt like I was the pro in charge, but I don't have like a lighting team or a crew. Like I'm kind of on my own. Yeah, I'm on my own. It was.
And that's a big job for on your own.
Couldn't get into the location. Yeah. I needed to set up for 2 hours, and I didn't have the 2 hours to set up because you get in at 11 and you know, at some point I burn out. I got to get home and get to work. You know?
Yeah, this isn't your real job.
No, but it felt like a job. It felt harder than the radio. I was there from 11 to 5 o'clock, and I couldn't even get the shots I wanted, all of them.
Well, I was thinking about you. I said, you know, the thing you really know how to do, you never had a teacher for.
Right.
And now all these other things you do, you have to have a teacher.
Well, of course, because don't forget, this was my job. I went out and made a career out of this, and I had years and years to study it.
But you didn't know what you were doing. You never had a teacher who said, now, Howard, you're supposed to say this.
Right. Well, this is a hobby.
Yourself.
This is a hobby. It's not my career. So as a hobby person, I would like to get... I'm not able to go, let's say, leave college and go hang out and do menial jobs at a photography studio and work my way up.
You could. You don't have to be.
I could quit this job and do that.
You don't have to be at a studio to start learning these things on your own.
No, you do. Or you need a tremendous amount of time, which I don't have.
You're just not willing for it to take that amount of time.
Because if I do that, we're fucked.
You'll finally take
here.
your best picture when you're 105.
Right. I need to accelerate the process. So my teacher's very good.
Because I was thinking about this. I was like, you never had a teacher to do this.
No. This was a life's passion, radio. So I'm sure if I decided to become a photographer when I was in my 20s, I would have done it a way different way. But, this is the way it's got to be. So I'm trying to pick up things. So anyway, I went and shot all day. And I also had Ronnie, the limo driver, there for security reasons. Uh-huh. To watch my stuff.
No help.
Well, I had all my cameras and stuff. Well, yeah, I sometimes have him stand there before the models or the so-called comic book people are in there.
Like a stand-in?
A stand-in. He does that. And he watches my stuff and everything. But it was amazing. At one point I'm shooting. I look over at Ralph, and I thought I was the only one listening to Ronnie. Ronnie's on his cell phone talking rather loudly during the shoot. Uh-huh. And Ralph said to me, "Are you listening to Ronnie?" I go, "Oh, my God, I'm obsessed." So,
first of all, why is he on his cell phone?
I don't know, but he's something important. So he steps like sort of back out of the room because he wants private time, but he's talking really loud. He goes, "Listen, I don't care if she gets 10,000 votes. This girl is not going to be hot chick of the week. Now look." Now he appears to have some sort of organization around his Twitter account.
And now he's having to make decisions and yell at people who are trying to do things.
He sounds like Hugh Hefner. He's like he's finally in charge of something. Ronnie's in charge of nothing, and now, because he's up here, he's got some sort of weird TV deal at Fox.
Well, you started this whole thing.
I did.
It's all your fault.
He's back there and he goes, "Look, I'm telling you, she is never going to be hot chick of the week. Find someone else. I'm looking this over right now." I got to tell you something. When he got on Twitter, he knew what the fuck he was doing. He had nothing to say.
Right.
I said to him, "Ronnie, why don't you pick a girl every week and feature her picture? It'll give you something to do with your Twitter account." He's now worked this into some sort of life. Everything
you suggest to him, all of a sudden becomes
Right.
a world.
And it's almost like I endorsed it because I came up with the idea. So
Yeah.
now he's gone full blown into it. And he is so involved with Hot Chick of the Week.
It has politics. It has drama.
And then on
It's
the other
gonna be
thing,
a TV show one of these days.
the other thing is he calls Mondays Mund-days.
Oh, God.
Mundays. That's his other big thing.
And what happens on Monday?
Nothing. Nothing happens on Monday. But it was so weird listening to him on the phone. It almost sounded like
Like
young
big business.
like a young when you have to first get started in the business. Except Ronnie's 60-something years old. But you should have heard him barking out the.
And
Listen,
who's he yelling at?
I don't know. There's some. It appears to be a contingent of people. Like it seemed like there's an organization. I just thought he would get
This is like a madhouse.
yeah. Look, it's not gonna happen. You got to tell her. It was like loud, and he became very, very aggravated. You gotta see it. I was like, this guy used to sit at home picking his ass. He's got a whole life now from the show. This all happened when I took him out of the limo and let him stay here every day.
Yeah.
You know, he insinuated himself into every situation. And then Fox flew him out onto the red carpet out in L.A. for this MMA. There's a big MMA event. Fox is now covering mixed martial arts, you know. So they fly Ronnie out there because supposedly this TV deal for Ronnie is in play.
They're still talking.
Yeah. So he's on the red carpet, and I figured he'll just stand there and someone will just throw him off the red carpet.
And like, who are you?
Yeah, they started interviewing him. This is a woman from Fuel TV. You want to hear Ronnie on the red carpet?
Sure.
Yeah, it's remarkable.
Look out, people out there, this would give you hope. If Ronnie can have this happening,
Right.
anything is possible.
Right. He's like the Kardashians.
No, worse.
He's not even fun to look at. So he's on there, and he's, and like real celebrities, he's like, I can't talk about this, I can't talk about that. A lot of stuff he can't talk about.
Really?
Yeah. Like he can't talk about his deal, his TV deal. I guess his agent told him not to
Can you
speak about
imagine
it.
that poor agent?
Yeah. I know the agent.
Just shut up, Ronnie. Just don't say anything.
Yeah, don't say anything, and you might actually get something going. No one can believe this. But listen to him on the red carpet.
Thanks, Jay. Right now, I am hanging out with Ronnie Mund on the red carpet. You may not know this, but he is Howard Stern's personal limo driver, bodyguard, and has known him for 26 years.
And I watch this stuff, and I'm like, I really don't want him.
Listen to the credentials. Look at how long it takes to explain why we're going to talk to Ronnie Mund.
Yeah. And it's all based on my relationship with him. And
usually, Halle Berry comes up. Hi, Halle Berry. We don't have to have it. They're still talking about why we should talk to Ronnie.
Right. Then the another annoying thing is, Ronnie says because of Twitter, he got his TV deal. That's the other annoying thing. He didn't say it on the red carpet, but he's been going around saying that.
I know. I thought he had stopped that.
No. Well, maybe he did. But that's annoying me anyway. Because of Twitter. You said that all the time about Twitter got me my TV deal.
When did I say?
You used to say it every time you
Every day.
No,
Ask anybody around here.
Hello.
You always said it.
I'm not talking about the Fox thing.
No, I'm not talking about that either. I'm talking about around here. You were saying to me, Twitter got you your TV deal.
Stop it. You don't let me talk, man.
You just asked me a question. I'm answering you.
No.
You said, where did I hear this?
I said the Twitter thing, the TV show was the other one, that sitcom baloney thing.
Right.
Okay, that one came through Twitter because the guy called me through Twitter.
But it doesn't come through Twitter. It comes through this show.
I understand that, and
So
I
when you
said
talk
that to the
people,
woman.
when you talk to people, I
When
know
I
you
did
said
the
that to the
interview,
woman.
what is wrong with you? Why do you have to
didn't-
break my balls? You know I appreciate what you do
No,
for me.
it's just
You're full of shit,
you
man.
just-
If you
you're
say
just-
I don't.
You're dopey. You don't understand.
I'm
that
not dopey.
Twitter
That's
is
why
not.
your agent said
I
be
didn't
quiet.
say Twitter.
That's
for
why
that.
the agent had to tell him to shut his mouth about the TV show. He was fucking that up.
No, I didn't.
He talked himself out of everything.
What is wrong with you, man?
They're like, keep
Why
quiet.
do you get? And why do you say I was on the phone all day?
I didn't say all day. I said at one point during the shoot.
Somebody called me.
Who is that? Like, what is going on there? Like, when you're on the
What
phone
is the
going,
screaming?
I don't care if she gets 10,000 votes. Like, who do you
Who are
talk
you talking to about that?
Well, you don't, dude. I thought you were doing a photo shoot. You're
Ralph
listening
and
to my.
Ralph and I were consumed with your conversation. First of all, there was no music at the shoot and stuff, so it was like anything.
Well, it was like being in a museum there.
Right. Go ahead. Who were you talking to?
I was talking to somebody about this.
Who's somebody?
This hot chick of the week thing.
Who's
Right, I know that.
somebody?
Xena. I was talking to Xena, the girl that works with me on this crap.
So she works with you on it. Like,
Yeah, she helps me pick girls. What she does is...
So you were against one of the girls being chick of the week?
No.
That's what I got from the conversation.
No, that's not true. There was one girl who had more... I had the month of December, okay? I'm starting to sound like JD now. Come on.
You know what? Howard TV was covering me shooting this thing
I'm so
for Ralph.
glad. Did they get this?
It might be on the tape. If it is, you got to hear him. I don't care. 10,000 votes or not.
Nobody had 10,000 votes.
I don't care if she gets 10,000 votes.
First of all, there was no votes. It was suggestions.
All right, go ahead. So tell me who you were talking to. Xena.
Xena Buddy's girl on Twitter, okay?
And in December, what happened?
So the month of December, I decided to put up 2 hot chicks, former hot chicks of the week.
Right.
As hot chicks of the month, the whole month of December.
Wow.
2 girls.
I didn't sanction that. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I did.
It's growing.
So
Like mold.
I put up on Twitter like a week or 2 ago for people to put in suggestions, who to pick, who they liked and stuff
For
like
hot
that.
chick of the month.
Right. For hot chick of the month. 2 girls.
Right.
Okay. So this one girl thought she had, she kept bothering Xena that she had, she thought she had a lot of votes and, suggestions. I didn't even say votes. I said suggestions.
Right.
And I said, no, she doesn't. Because I looked to see who was
voting.
Yeah, not voting, but suggesting this one, that one.
Right. You kind of do a mental tally and you say,
right, exactly. It's not like it's the vote for president.
But can't Xena do that? Why is there
No,
a
I
problem?
like doing
He
it.
kind of
want to do it.
Thank God for him, because otherwise I think the standards would be dropped.
Right, exactly.
I mean, like Hefner looks over every
But
magazine.
Xena doesn't even take a look. I
No,
don't
no, what
understand.
Xena does-
Why did
Here's what-
Xena think the other girl should be hot
No,
chick
she
of the
didn't
month?
think. I just wanted because she contacted Xena and thought that she should be it.
Right.
And I didn't think so because
Why are you on the phone? I still don't know why you're on the phone.
Because I was talking to Xena about it. Because
He
I
was
had
saying
I had to
the
put
girl-
up this morning the girls.
Robin, listen. I
Okay?
think I have it.
Okay.
I think I've got this warped world
My
that Ronnie
head's gonna
lives
explode,
in. Okay.
yes.
It came down to 2 chicks for hot chick of the month.
Right.
One of them
And
said,
the girl who's in charge of it can't figure it out.
No. One of them said,
that's not it.
no.
That's
This
not
girl
it.
called.
Stop
Listen
it
to me.
now.
This girl calls in complaining to Xena.
She didn't call. She emailed her.
All right. She emailed Xena and said, look, I really do think I'm hot chick of the month, despite what you guys think.
Right.
All right.
Exactly.
So Xena had to contact Ronnie about it.
Exactly.
Because
That's what was going on.
Ronnie's like, look, I'm firm on
Hadn't
this.
you already picked Hot Chick of the Month?
No, I went right up until yesterday, and I decided yesterday who I was putting up. It was,
Then why was there even a conversation on Saturday?
No, this was yesterday.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
I don't
Where
know
are
when
you?
this happened.
It happened yesterday.
Seems all very odd to me.
Everything seems odd to you.
I didn't know you branched to hot chick of the month. I thought that
No,
maybe
it's
you're
the,
taking.
it's the end of the year.
Are you taking on too much? So why isn't she hot chick of the year?
No, because I just want to.
Is there a hot chick of the year?
No.
Okay, because here's what I'm thinking: take the 12 finalists, hot chick of the month,
And
It's
have
too
a
much.
vote.
It's too much. It's
and
too
then
much. It's
go
too
out
much.
live for the 12 finalists.
Go out live where?
Have a
to your
beauty
clubs. Now
pageant.
you have something to do when you get on stage. These are the 12 finalists.
Yeah, but these clubs don't want to do that. It takes up too much time.
all right,
You want to
okay.
do it here? I'll do it here.
No.
You
No,
see,
no,
you
I
don't
don't
want
want
to
to do it here.
You don't want to do it here, see?
No.
So
no,
that's
no,
why
I want nothing to do with you.
I,
And your
Take
hot
it
chick
to
of the
Fox.
Yeah, you'll have it on your Fox show.
yeah. Yeah, well, they probably would let me have it on
Right,
there.
right. Well,
See, that
don't
would
talk
be,
about
that
it.
would be a great thing.
A great thing.
That would be a great thing.
So why don't you get 12 finalists and then pick a hot chick of the
No,
year? They seem to care.
Listen, here's what I did. I told you what I did. I didn't want to make a whole big deal. I just said, people put in suggestions who you think should be
Right.
hot
So
chick of the month.
I heard you being,
I said two
you being
girls.
very firm with Xena, though. I heard you kind of like, look.
Yeah, because the girl insisted that she was the one that should be it. And it's not true because she wasn't getting the suggestions from people.
Ronnie was very firm on the phone
There was
with
one
Xena.
girl who walked away with it,
Right.
definitely. And there was 2 girls that I considered like tied practically.
Mm-hmm.
So now I got 3 girls up instead of 2. Mm-hmm. There was a tie for second place.
I think you should.
What is this Hot Chick of? What month is she Hot Chick of?
December.
And then will there be? Is this going to go
Now
on?
in January we start all over Hot Chick of the Week.
But I think that it's anticlimactic. There's no hot chick of the year.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll do that. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It just seems like it's leading up to something. And
Maybe.
then you
Maybe
kind
it is. I don't know. We'll see.
But
Well,
when does the hot chick of the month girl get posted?
They're posted
If there's
right now, today.
Always hot chick of the week.
There's 3 of them. Actually, it was supposed to be 2 for the hot chicken in a month. I picked 2 for hot chicken a month. The girl that was in here as a Miss
how
Howard.
can he do that?
I don't
The
know.
girl goes. That's the
Somebody
way.
ought to
That's
yell at
the way.
Ronnie.
No, because this way the guys get to see more pictures, more hot chick stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For the month of December, it's Christmas. You know, you got to put up more boobs. You know, more hot stuff. You know. So instead of having 1 girl, I had 2.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
So
All
now
right.
it wound up for 3, and I'll announce the 3 real quick.
Yeah.
It's XX Vixen Brit XX is number first. Jen / Duran is number 2.
Right.
And number 3 is the girl who was last week. You saw her picture, thought she was hot.
Yeah.
At model barefoot / model / barefoot. Those are the 3 girls up for the hot chick of the month.
They're still up for hot chick of the month.
They went up this morning. They are the
Do you
hot,
notice a pattern?
They
that
are the hot chicks of the
No
month.
idea.
Every hot chick seems to have an underscore in her.
No, except Vixen.
Except
doesn't.
she
She
doesn't
just
have
has a million X's.
Right.
Yeah.
She's like,
XX.
wow.
Yeah.
And was Vixen the one that had the
All the
impersonator?
tattoos. No, she had all the tattoos.
But didn't she have an impersonator who was like VIXXXEN and people?
Yeah,
get
and
confused?
they blew her account.
See,
They shut her account down.
Yeah.
It was a whole thing.
see, Robin, I'm up
But
on it.
Xena got her account back for her.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Xena
Xena-
has an in with Twitter?
Yeah, she does, man.
Yeah.
Because when I first went on Twitter, some guy came on as me and changed like 1 letter.
Right.
And he was like cursing all the girls out and stuff. And,
Right. That could ruin your whole hot chick thing.
yeah, it ruined my whole. I only had like maybe 100 followers then. This is before you started talking about it. And
You need to protect your hot chick.
they shut my account down.
Right.
So and it wasn't even me. So she went and
Explain.
somehow got in touch with Twitter.
How many followers do you have now?
100 should be like 123,000.
It's about the same circulation as Playboy at this point.
Yeah.
No, so he's in business.
Yeah, man.
How about Hot Chick of the Week magazine? Like start an app like Ralph did.
You gonna shoot?
No, I don't want
Boy,
anything to do with
you
it.
should have seen this guy yesterday, man.
Go ahead.
He was out of his mind with this stuff. He was like, what's her name? Annie Leibovitz or whatever her name is.
Yeah, it was like Annie Leibovitz.
So do you drag in like a ton of equipment?
Yeah.
I
You had to
brought in
see this.
suitcases full of equipment.
And one of his lights was like all screwed up, and he had to call for help. And the guy told him what to do and got it working, and he had it all set up.
I had a hardwire.
It was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was
Why
a cool
wouldn't
shoot.
you get an assistant for a day like that?
You want to know what, Robin? I don't know enough to tell an assistant what to do. I just have to do it. I wouldn't say, like, I don't know anyone who's worked with me before. I mean, so I have to set up this stuff.
Well, Ralph helped him, and I
Right.
helped him a little bit, and then like he gets all like wound up when people start telling like they want to do this, and then at one point he says, "Listen, I got to take this thing over."
Yeah, I did. Well, you'll see the tape of Howard TV. I mean, it was, first of all, Ralph
Oh my goodness.
starts saying, I want you to do this, I want you to do that. And I go, Ralph.
Why would you get involved with Ralph?
I know. So I go, Ralph, I gotta do my thing here a little bit, okay? So then I see Ralph with his cell phone, and he starts taking pictures. I go, Ralph, why don't you take the pictures and I can go home? You're gonna stand there and take pictures? You essentially hired me to take the picture for your magazine.
Right.
I need you to help me. Are you going to say, no, but I'm shooting down here. Why don't you come down? I go, listen. You shoot the picture. I'll go hang out.
Right.
Dude, I can't believe he spent 6 hours there.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Well, they asked me to do it, and then I yelled at Sam Simon. I wrote him a note of apology, by the way, because I got testy with him. I'm shooting, and it's getting late now, and I'm tired.
Yeah.
You know, I've been up all morning. I get up at the crack of dawn because of this job. I'm in that rhythm.
Yeah.
You know how it goes. So I'd been up since like 6 in the morning or 5 in the morning. So it was getting late for me, and they wanted these pictures. And I said, you know what? I'll do a picture of the 2 superheroes playing chess or something. I have the library. It's very nice. But it was a big setup. And Sam was helping me. He was being nice about it. But then I'm trying to take a shot. He's in my way. I go, Sam! Get out of... Listen, go over there. Over there. Where should I stand? He goes, I say, out of the room.
Wow.
Because, listen, it's all on my head. And I take it seriously. One thing you know about me, Robin, I take everything I do seriously.
Absolutely. Why bother if you're not going to be serious?
Exactly. Like hot chick of the week. You got to take it
You're
serious.
yelling
Ronnie's
on
very
the
serious.
phone. That's right.
Yeah. But I was hiring Ronnie for security for you. And Ralph called me back.
He
He
was
said,
busy running his own corporation.
Ronnie said, you don't need security. So,
No, I didn't say that.
That's what he told me.
No, I said, are you sure that's what he really wants? He said, well, let me call him back and check.
Oh.
Because
he called me back. He said, Ronnie says you don't need it.
No. He explained the situation to me.
Right.
He said what it was, where it was.
I just wanted somebody watching my stuff and my gear.
And we did that.
All
so
right.
everything was
That's
cool.
all. All
And
right.
everybody was cool.
Everyone was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till you see these pictures, man. I'll tell you. That one guy, Chewbacca, whatever his name is.
This guy has a full. I never saw anything like it. He looks more like Chewbacca than Chewbacca.
He wore stilts. The whole thing. He
was crashing into
He
the
was like
ceiling.
8 feet tall.
Yeah. Crazy stuff.
It was insane.
Walk slow, dude.
It's a fascinating world, and there's one woman who
hot
actually,
chicks, man.
yeah, one woman actually makes a living off of this.
Really?
She's worked it into a whole business.
What is the living? What does she do?
She
Go
goes to
parties?
conventions, parties. Her costuming. She makes costumes for other people. She's worked it into a major business.
Wow.
I mean, it's a thing. It's like Halloween all year long.
And how did Ralph find these people? Does he go to the conventions?
He went to all the conventions, and he would send me pictures of them, and I would say, oh, I like this one, I like that one, or he would pick them, so he met them. And I guess they're writing an article on them. But,
Yeah, that other guy, his partner, life mate, whatever he called him, was interviewing each one at a time and doing a whole interview in the back room.
right. Yeah. So there was a whole thing going on.
Okay.
But
It was really cool.
it was fun. But demanding, I take it seriously. So anyway, getting back to Ronnie on the red carpet, this is unbelievable. So here he is. Ronnie's out in L.A., and he's on the red carpet. He's like Brad Pitt.
Thanks, Jay. Right now, I am hanging out with Ronnie Mund on the red carpet. You may not know this, but he is Howard Stern's personal limo driver, bodyguard, and has known him for 26 years. I also hear that you have a pilot coming up on Fuel TV. Tell us about it.
I'm glad to be here for Fox and Fuel TV for the UFC. But our deal with you guys, I can't talk about right now. It's very top secret.
Mum's the word?
Mum's the word.
Look at this guy. Mum's the word.
I love him. He's like a diplomat now.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to be here for Fox and Fuel
Can't
TV.
talk about my next project. He's like Jennifer Aniston.
I was trying to be, professional and act like an asshole.
He would rather just talk about what he's here for and not talk about his personal
Hi,
life.
I can't talk.
Yeah, right. Oh, the whole interview is hi, I can't talk. You hear this guy has more things he can't talk about.
That's the best.
Because then they start asking about me. He knows not to talk. He goes, I can't talk about that either. This is a guy who
I
can't.
learned, man.
Let's talk poetry.
Oh, that poetry we're going to get to in a minute. That's the greatest.
Everybody was a buzz about
I'm
the
working on.
poetry.
I'm working on it for the party.
Oh, great. Oh, Little Mikey wrote a song to Winter.
Yeah,
Really?
Fuck him.
Did you hear it? Wait a
No,
minute,
but fuck
maybe
him
it's good.
anyway.
I'm going to send the poem over to like a 6th grade teacher and have her grade it. I'm not going to tell her who wrote it.
Oh, is that why Jason took it from me the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah, he told
Why
me.
are you doing that?
He told
'Cause it's funny.
He told me he needed it to post it for something.
Right.
Look,
So-
we
which was
know
bullshit,
what
obviously.
the 6th grade teacher's going to say.
Now, what are
You
you
say
going to?
this
Why
is
are you going to
terrible.
do that for?
I think you're going to do well in 6th grade. I think.
Thank you.
Sure. I think you better go a little low.
You know what's weird about your poetry? Like when you write about winter,
Yeah.
You
so,
write about winter.
Yeah, I mean, you're so literally like winter is cold.
Okay.
Winter, the leaves
no,
fall
I didn't
off
say
the
it was
trees.
cold.
Well, whatever you say. Winter is leaves falling off the tree. Winter, the clocks.
It gets dark.
It gets darker early.
Very dark.
Like you're very little.
You
Like
sleep more. You get Z's.
you don't try to draw any sort of like we're in the winter of our life or
Why?
No.
Why would I do that?
Or fog comes in on little cat feet.
Fog rolls
she
in
asked
on
me
little
to-
cat's feet.
she
What the
asked me to
fuck does
do
that
it-
mean?
She asked me to do a thing about winter. That's how I felt about it, and that's what I did.
Right, but your feelings.
I kind of did like like what goes on every month in winter, kind of. You know
your
what I'm
feelings
saying?
really aren't in the poem. It's more like a weather report. It's more like a.
Sunny today,
wasn't.
cloudy tomorrow.
It's a description, but very literal. I mean,
Right.
you didn't
What do you want me to
take this
do? Write a
anywhere.
20-page poem? Come
No.
on. I try to do it.
No, you know what?
you
I'm
know.
saying some of the great poets. I don't know if you read poetry.
I'm not a great poet.
But some of the
Never
poets,
said I
what they
was.
try to do is they talk. They're writing about winter, but sometimes it's more like about old age. Like you kind of see, or I'm in the winter of my life, or
Well, I don't want to do that.
You know, you don't want. You just want to do literal stuff.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay, that's your style. All right. Let's get back to you on the red carpet.
All right. How did this
So
come
how
up?
about tonight, Ronnie? Who are you predicting to win the fight? Is it going to be Velasquez or Dos Santos?
Cain Velasquez all the way.
All right, and before you walk down this carpet, I have one thing I have to say to you. Baba Booey.
Baba Booey, what's your problem is what you should be saying.
Back to you, Jay.
Poor Jay. He went to probably journalism school. So did this broad.
She was hot.
Yeah. And Ronnie, then Ronnie on the red carpet. Like, you think that this was just a fluke and someone interviewed him, but no, that some other chick came over to interview him from some website.
Karen Bryant for MMA Heat. I'm here with. I'm just gonna. Can I go, Ronnie, the limo driver?
I like when she gives her credentials. She says she slurs at somebody. You don't even know what the hell she's saying.
Right. She's embarrassed about where she is and who she's interviewing, everything.
I'm here with and Ron with the limo driver from the.
Nice. She was hot, too.
You can't even tell me where she's from here. I'll play it for you again.
Karen Bryant for MMA Heat. I'm here with. I'm just
MMA
gonna. Can I
Heat.
go, Ronnie, the limo driver?
I was asking Robin. That was the joke. Oh, you're so bad. Give him his own show. MMA Heat is where it's from. It didn't. You could. She just kind of says
talked
it
very
like,
fast.
I think if you say it fast enough, it sounds like NBC or ABC.
Right.
Because basically that's how you are known on the Howard Stern Show. What brings you to the fights here on Fox?
Well, I'm here to support Fox and Fuel TV. I'm in the negotiation of a deal with them, possibly. It's nothing I can really talk about right now, and they invited me out here to come and support them, and I'm here to do it.
Can I just tell you how awesome this is? Because I've listened to the show, and I'm used to hearing your voice phoning in and going. It's beautiful to see it coming right out of your mouth.
Well, thank you. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be, getting interviewed by you. You're a very beautiful woman.
Well, thank you very much. So, I know Howard is a fan of the sport. I know he's got some of the fighters on and stuff. But I mean, around the way here when you guys are working on the show, is this something that you guys talk about a lot? Is fighting sort of a big deal in you guys' life?
Well, we don't talk about it, too much on the air. But we have guys at work that are big fans. Like we have guys like Richie Wilson, who's one of the producers for Howard TV. He goes to all the fights. He's friends with some of the people in MMA and UFC.
Oh, my God.
This is some interview.
Oh, my God.
Richie Wilson's
bad?
here. My plumber likes.
The guy works on the show.
Right.
She asked me about people who work on the show if they're into MMA.
The guy in the
And-
parking garage.
Why is that so
I
fucking
think she's-
funny? Look at her.
I think she's referring to like Robin or Fred.
Oh.
I said nobody. All right. And UFC. I can't win.
uh,
So we go to the fights. We went to the Philadelphia fight, and we saw somebody get his ass kicked in pretty bad, which I was really upset about because I really dig Tito.
Oh yeah, I was at that fight, but Rashad looked really good that night.
Yeah, he looked really good.
You're crying over there.
This is, it's been a Ronnie weekend for me because I watched Ronnie's block party.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about
On
that
Howard
too.
TV?
Dude. I want
Is
to.
that the greatest special?
Oh,
Dude, I wanna
my
talk
God,
about that.
I couldn't turn it off. It was just amazing.
Could I just bring something up
Sure.
about that? Scott went around saying, I hadn't seen it. I watched it this weekend also.
Right.
Okay. Scott went around saying that he was very insulted about the whole situation.
'Cause he's a lunatic.
Because he's the only one who got hammered. 90% of the show was him getting hammered. Bullshit, man. I got hammered. Sal got hammered. Everybody got
That's
hammered.
because it's like a photograph. Everyone always looks at themselves first.
Right, they only
He's
see
looking. He only
themselves.
sees himself. He doesn't see what's going on.
Yeah,
with you.
really.
Yeah.
He came out on fire. I hated to see Tito get it, but I know Tito had just been in a fight not too long before, and I was happy to see he tried to put up a good fight, but the best man won, I guess.
Yeah. Well, and I have to think that there's a little bit of symmetry in between what Howard does and what you guys do and what MMA is sometimes perceived as. A little bit too raw, a little bit too much on the edge sometimes, and yet really you guys are making waves and people
Did you ever hear my poem about winter?
slowly are starting to come over. Well, not slowly now, but people are starting to realize actually this is some solid stuff going on. Do you feel that there's any kind of symmetry between you guys?
I don't know about that, but I feel that the idea of them putting on Fox TV, which is regular television, a lot more people are going to watch it now. They don't have to pay for it, and it's going to draw a lot more people.
Well, I'm a big Howard fan. I think he's terrific. And when you talk to Robin, you tell her that I will take her to the fights because I know she she hasn't had a date in a little while. She's been talking about how she hasn't seen,
You want to go out with that chick and go to the fights, Robin?
No.
No? So, anyway, that's the red carpet interview. 2 red carpet interviews with Ronnie.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. And then Ronnie was on, what's StarCam? What was that? That's like they put you up on some, I guess on
What was that?
I think the StarCam is like at the fight, they put Ronnie up on the screen.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, did they?
I think so.
I didn't even see that.
We have Howard Stern's bodyguard with
You
us.
definitely need to be bodyguarded.
Yes, I do.
Oh, this is where you're being sexy.
God.
Yeah, this is Ronnie telling.
You know, we can't even let him out.
You are quite the
Why?
little
What did I do
cupcake.
that was so terrible?
Listen to him.
How you
With a
feeling?
body like that, you definitely have
Body like that?
You have to be bodyguarded.
Well, you've been working with Howard for a while.
26 years.
What's it like working with such a talented guy like Howard Stern, who I really look up to?
It's great. That's all I could say. I'm not here to talk about Howard. I'm here to talk about the UFC, MMA, Fox, Fuel, and what's wrong with that?
You know, we got you trained. Thank God. I don't want
He's
you.
afraid to even say you're great.
Yeah, I don't
I
want you.
said he was great. We stop it.
I don't want
What's
you.
wrong with
I do not want you talking about me. You did
I
just
don't.
fine.
But you know what? Please, I'm afraid when they say he's from the Howard Stern show.
You want
Why?
to-
And he starts leering down a girl's dress and saying,
Oh,
hey, baby, you
stop
need a
it.
bodyguard with a body
Hey,
like
what's
that.
the big deal?
I
She's a
didn't
beautiful
say it
lady.
nasty.
You need a
Are you-
cavity search.
I didn't say it in a nasty
And I'm
way.
the
Now
man
stop
to
it.
do it.
Your body needs bodyguarding.
It's winter out.
Can you learn from that girl and mumble, Howard Stern? I work for that Howard Stern.
I'm here to support them.
Okay, so who do you think's going to be taking it home tonight?
Anyway, there's a lot of that kind of. It's pretty wild.
What is wrong with you over there?
And then Ronnie was the star of the wrap-up show the other day when he was discussing his poetry, and then he writes poems, I guess, to women.
Yes.
I wish I could hear those.
Now, I know John Hine was trying to corner him. He thinks that Ronnie has copies of some of those
I don't.
poems. And he says he doesn't.
I don't. Why would I have copies of them when I
You
wrote?
never wrote a poem to Stephanie?
I write it in a card and give it to the
She
person.
doesn't have them? You
She
didn't
might.
ask?
I don't know. I don't know if I wrote one to her. Maybe I did. I don't know.
After Stephanie read one of your poems, wouldn't she just break up with you? I would think.
That's our problem.
Yeah. That's crazy. Like she read it and went, oh, he's so sweet.
Oh, dear.
And
Did
then he
anybody
has-
ever write you a poem? Huh?
and then Ronnie, oh, I'm sure.
Answer me. I wrote you a poem, Winter. But did anybody ever write you a poem? Answer the
Sure,
question.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
I hope not. I hope you broke up with them if they did.
I did.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong
Beth
with
told me she was dating a guy once who wrote her a poem and she broke up with him.
it? All right, whatever.
She thought he was kind of a nice guy and everything. And all of a sudden,
Then
she read
all of a sudden you read the poem.
it was on the level of like a 7-year-old, and she went, "Oh my god,
Yeah, okay.
this is just
All
too
right.
weird."
Yeah,
No, I'm serious.
Okay.
Putting yourself in writing is a big deal.
Yeah, I don't write poems to anybody.
Look,
I can honestly tell you, I've never written a poem to a girl.
You asked me to do something for the show. I
you did
it.
great.
Okay?
You told us you were a poet.
I didn't say. I just said I wrote some poems. I didn't say I was a poet.
Anyway,
Well,
so he
that's
was
your
on.
right.
He's on the wrap-up show, and he describes to John Hine that he has to be alone when he writes, and he kind of like goes into a thing.
Really?
And, like you hear like
That's true.
Paul
Like
McCartney.
songwriters and
You
stuff.
hear Paul McCartney and John Lennon. He goes, "This is all in my brain. Like it's all there. I just have to tap into
I
it."
have to get quiet so I can hear.
But they tap in and write "Hey Jude," and and then Ronnie's brain taps in and gets "Winter is cold,"
I never claimed to be a get away from me.
and then he
The days are short, like me.
and then it's not even that poetic.
yeah, or funny.
That's too good. And then Ronnie describes that when he writes a poem to a girl, he has a secret formula.
Oh.
But then he goes, "I'm not telling you the formula because I just don't want to give that up." And
Somebody will cop his style.
but 2 seconds later, he gave up the formula.
Because John knows how to. He likes to. He
Prod.
He keeps doing it, man. He keeps
Keeps at you.
picking at you.
Right. So Ronnie reveals that when he writes a poem to a girl, there's 3 elements you put in it:
Okay.
the sun in her hair.
No. I said there's 3 elements: the sun, the hair, and the eyes.
Yeah, the sun, the hair, and the eyes. If you write about a girl's eyes, her hair, and the sun.
The sun.
Yeah. And so all of his love poems have that in it.
Uh-huh.
Because that's the formula. It was fascinating. The wrap-up show was fascinating with him. What can I say?
What's so terrible?
I didn't say it was terrible. I'm learning.
All right.
So
I learned about a lot of shit yesterday about
Right.
you with photography. I learned a lot of crap about the lighting,
Yeah.
all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
it's a lot of work.
It's kind of cool.
I learned about hair, sun, and the eyes.
and Zena Buddy's girl. I'm on the phone.
Yeah, but it's like a whole Ronnie world. That
I was
you're
on
not
the
even aware
phone
of.
5 minutes, dude. That
He's
was
like
the whole time, and I was standing right behind you. It's not like anything was going
You
on.
finally got what you wanted. You got this
You're a
whole thing.
mogul.
You're a mogul. You got stuff going on.
I'm happy.
Yeah, he's happy.
I'm happy, man.
He loves his fame.
His
I love
fans.
being here. I'm happy.
He goes out on tour and he visits people in clubs. And
Yeah. It's amazing. I have to say, the chemistry between you and Scott on stage.
Did you watch that?
Electric.
There is a special on Howard
Dude,
TV.
we got so much book now.
Yeah,
Gigs.
yeah.
Because you would, blowing this all
It
up.
is amazing.
We got so much crap booked. We even got a big hotel in Atlantic City after us right now.
Imagine when they see those two guys on stage doing nothing. It's not like Martin and Lewis.
The best is Scott dancing
Oh my God.
in the aisles.
What did you think of backstage?
my God.
On Howard TV, we have a special Ronnie's Block Party. What do you think of him when he greets people and he's eating?
He can't stop eating. There's food in his hands when
No.
he puts his arms around
He's
you.
disgusting.
He's chewing
Yeah.
while the picture's being taken.
Did you see the one picture with the
It's
one
great.
girl? The guy, she tried to walk away. She took a picture with him, and the guy said, "No, take another one, walk back." And she didn't want to walk back.
Yeah.
because he was in the middle of eating.
Right. She didn't want to disturb him anymore.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they paid $35 to meet him.
And then the screaming about the money.
Frustrating, man.
Harassed by a guy who DJ'd on his cell phone.
Yeah. You should get paid. Usually in these things, you get paid the same night. You walk out of there with your money.
That
That's
is
the
the
best. Where's my money? Scott goes, where's my money?
We did the gig. Where's my money?
Yeah.
You usually get the cash before you leave.
What do you mean, usually? Did you just start doing this?
In comedy, he's got all these rules.
Well, you heard
know.
Artie talking about all that. Remember Artie used to say?
Yeah, Artie used to
Yeah.
talk about that all
Yeah,
the
so
time.
the Scots now got the lingo down. It's customary to get our cash that night. You got paid. And then Shuley goes, no, I didn't get paid. I'm waiting for the check, and when I get it, you'll get it.
Check.
I mean, there was cash. I saw cash being handed out at the
That's a
bar.
cash.
Yeah.
Do I look like a bank to you?
It's customary for us to get... It's customary for you to have an act.
And every week he quits.
Yeah, but see,
And he's quitting all
That's
the
it, I
time.
have
and then he says it's all about him because then everybody was yelling at Shuley,
Right.
not just him.
Right.
You know, and we all caught shit for it, but he claims that it was 90% of the show was all about
Because
him
he's
being
focused on himself.
Yeah, really, it wasn't because I finally saw it this weekend. It
Yeah.
was like.
You look as dumb as he does.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
It's all
and Sal throwing up,
ridiculous.
you know, he got
I mean,
hammered.
unbelievable,
Yeah.
Sal throwing
How
up.
about that? That was.
Did you watch
was that
Sal
wild?
vomit?
Oh my God! Oh, how could you miss that? It was amazing because
I
he
told
took
you.
one shot and then everything came up.
It's the greatest Howard TV special yet. It is just remarkable.
More to come. A lot more to come.
And I love them putting the pins in the map. They're actually on this road.
Oh, I love that. How great is that?
It's amazing.
So that's the Ronnie world,
Yeah.
if you will.
So it's.
And what's the next poem? I got so many emails from
I'm
people.
doing a holiday one for the party. I'm going to
Great.
open up the party with it.
Oh, fabulous. Because
Yeah.
J.D. reading Ronnie's poem got the most
You
email.
should always have J.D. reading your poem.
I know. That's
Yeah.
what that. That's why I didn't want to read it.
Although on the wrap-up show, Ronnie started reading his own poem, and I could see the potential in that being really funny.
Yeah, but he would only read 2 lines. That wasn't fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. I don't want to read.
Why don't you read your own poetry?
I don't like. I don't like.
I mean, Maya Angelou does it.
I read it while I'm doing it, and that's it. You know.
Right. Anyway, let's see. I think he got him to do it.
He got 2.
I got. When I wrote it in the bathroom, the first couple of lines. Actually, well, it was quiet. I got to be alone and quiet.
For that to happen. It's like a guy shitting on a piece of paper.
No.
Winter is the
And then
time
Jason got
the
all upset
leaves
because he
fall
thought
off the trees.
He thought Jason thought that was the actual paper that I wrote it in the bathroom with,
Right.
and he was all upset.
Winter
but it wasn't.
is when the leaves fall off the trees.
He was alone when he thought that.
Yeah. I need time to think. This shit doesn't happen overnight.
Quiet.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to write Winter? Seriously.
I need to go downstairs when I'm quiet. You know.
How
when
long
it's
did it
quiet.
take you to write Winter?
A couple of days.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, a couple of days. I do a little bit at a time because, like, if I don't, I sit there and I try and write, think of things and write things, and then I'll cross them out and then rewrite little things, and then if my brain starts to bother me, I just quit and start
Let's
again.
see
the next
what goes
day.
with trees.
I just walk away from it because then I'm gonna rattle my brain too much.
Right, but you got to
know?
make sure it all rhymes. That's the hard part.
Yeah, I try.
How come you didn't write winter is when I wear my jacket and hat? You know what I mean? I would think that would have worked its way in.
That's Benji. He writes. That's what he writes.
You didn't even have
Jacket
to
and
put
hat.
winter in the poem, just because it's about winter.
No, he's very literal.
I like. All right. You asked me to do something. I did it. Okay.
Thank
did I do it for you?
No, you did. Thank you.
It might be not up to your standards.
No. We're just asking you as
I'm answering you, not we. I'm saying
person.
you.
Why don't you read
I'm asking you as a creative person, just what you're thinking.
Why don't you read your poem on stage at least when you go to these clubs?
Maybe I will now.
I would say a club poem would be appropriate for every gig.
Maybe I will, but I won't read it.
Winter is when I wear my jacket and my hat and my gloves.
Maybe I'll have Scott reading. They'll give him something to do.
2 boots,
How's that?
2 gloves, 1 scarf. Winter is when it snows.
Dude, people were putting up all weekend. Were putting up these crazy ass poems on Twitter.
Let me see if I.
You've
Oh my
inspired
God!
others to write poetry.
Oh yeah, I hear some of this stuff.
What happens if you're not alone and quiet?
I can't have
Like, what comes
anybody
out?
around. I can't have the TV on. The dogs can't be bothering me. So the first couple of lines, I was in the bathroom. Instead of reading the paper.
Did you close the door to go to the bathroom, or you went into the bathroom?
No. Usually he's in there reading the paper. You know what? I can't say, like, sometimes I have house guests. And, we keep like our newspapers out, and they'll take the newspaper and they disappear with it for a while. And then they put it back, and, like, now I'm supposed to read it after you were shitting and like, fucking reading the newspaper?
Well, I throw it out after I'm done.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so disgusting when people do that. And it comes back all wrinkled, and you know what was going on.
The best is, when you're just somewhere and somebody says, "Can I borrow your paper?"
Oh.
You don't even know them.
I just
and
need
then they
it.
take it in the bathroom.
I just need it for like 5 minutes.
And then I bring it back to you.
Why can't anyone just sit in the bathroom by themselves?
Sal
get
does
your
that.
own magazine.
Sal borrows somebody's newspaper, and then he takes it to the can outside and reads it and then brings it
Disgusting.
back.
Oh, it's disgusting. Just throw it in the garbage.
And into the bathroom.
No,
to write.
I was going to the bathroom.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank God I touched
So
that
walk
piece
us
of
through
paper.
this. You go in the bathroom.
I go in the bathroom with a little pad and a pen. And I start trying to think things out, and I start, scribbling me out, trying to get them to rhyme and all that baloney, and I'll scratch things out and then add things in. And
Man,
Well, that's beautiful.
what a process. It's like listening to John Lennon and how he writes a song.
I tried.
Did you ever repeat anything with a different girl? Like, so you gave something to a girl and it worked, and it worked.
I did.
Seriously.
Yeah, you listen to the wrap-up show. I'm not going to play this. It's too crazy. But I was trying to find the clip where Ronnie reads his own poem. It's only 2 lines, but it's pretty good. I would like to have a copy of that poem. I'd like to read that. Like, I wonder how I could do with it. Do you think I could get through the whole poem without saying anything?
No.
I don't either. Winter is a time of cold.
I didn't say that.
My home gets mold. Did I say cold yet?
Scratch that out.
Right. I wonder what he scratches out. I'd like to read that. Like stuff that's not good enough for that
Oh,
poem.
you got to see that piece of paper. My God.
Vey.
Yeah.
Yeah, show your work.
Right.
It's a mess. Scratched out, written in, and scratched out again. Then scratch out a word here, add a word there. It's crazy.
All right. Well, here's Ronnie reading 2 lines of his poem.
Ronnie, you're going to get goofed on regardless, so why not be the one who's reading it? It's your work. It's
I understand that, but I think it's funnier when somebody else reads it.
Will you read a little bit of it?
No. Jason,
Here?
let Jason read it.
No.
Winter is coming.
No.
I think I left them somewhere else.
Well, according to Sal, you're not qualified to evaluate comedy anyway.
Yeah, right. Just do the first 2 lines, Ronnie.
All
That's
right.
it.
I can't even.
Yes, you can.
I
JD,
can't.
stop laughing. Turn off JD's mic.
Winter is when there are no leaves on the trees. Winter is when we say goodbye to the birds and the bees.
Keep going.
And that's it, dude. I'm done.
Winter's when we say goodbye to the birds and the bees.
Yeah, well, they leave. The bees die.
Every time I looked up in the sky and saw a bird this weekend, I thought of Ronnie's
Good.
poem.
That's
I'm like,
good.
I guess they're headed
Yeah.
out of town.
They're on their way out, man.
Winter is when we turn the heat on.
Never said that.
And that's when the birds are gone.
Right.
And I stand upon my lawn, which is frozen.
Once upon a lawn so frozen. What rhymes with frozen? Oh, dozing.
Later hosen.
Scratch that out.
Say goodbye to the birds and bees. I would like some wine and cheese. When it makes me hungry.
Yeah, but that's got nothing to do with the winter, dude.
Right.
You can have wine and cheese anytime.
Oh, see there, Fred?
Ah.
Not pure.
That's right, Fred.
Before
Come on
winter,
now.
there is fall. And after winter, there is spring. Scratch that out.
There was no winter at all.
It doesn't rhyme. I'm not going with it.
Well, the way this winter is going, there is no winter yet.
And then, like he's in there, he's in the bathroom writing this. He's like, winter.
Winter's the time.
winter. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, I got to get this out of my system.
Winter's when it starts to freeze. Where did I put my car keys?
Let's see. Where's my pen? The whole process should be taped. Like Let It Be when.
See, I couldn't do that with somebody standing over
you
me.
would be.
It would be impossible.
You would be clogged up.
Yeah, with the light, with the
process.
camera light on, and I
Right.
couldn't do it. No way.
I can't take it in here.
So I go downstairs and lock myself downstairs.
Right. Anyway, that's an update on Ronnie.
You asked me to do something, I did it.
You did it. You did a good job.
It might not be the greatest thing in the world, but I did it.
But it's a poem. I believe me, I could deal with poem of the week from you.
I love
That's
his
too much
poems.
for my brain, man. Not every week.
I
Maybe
need
once
another
a
one.
once a month.
Once a month, if you could bring a
well,
poem.
I'm going to bring the.
He's
I'm going to
gonna
do the
bring
one at the
to
party.
holiday party.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, my annual
And I hope
holiday
I'll be
party.
drunk off my ass by the time I read it, if I read it.
Scott, you're on the air in Philly.
Yo, Howard, what's up, man? It's an honor. This Ronnie, sometimes when he particularly knows he's been an asshole, no offense, Ronnie, like in the car when he picks you up, is there ever any discussion on like, all right, I guess you're going to talk about me today, or...
No, he's a total pro. He sits there. He doesn't say anything, thank God.
Really? I mean,
Yeah.
not angry, or...
Well, sometimes I can tell he's upset because he starts swerving all over with the car and like driving like a maniac. And I
Yeah,
feel
but
like I'm
that
gonna
doesn't
die.
mean it's about you that I'm upset.
Well, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Especially
it
when
could
I
be about
put-
some
whenever I put
fucking cab that cut me off or something.
When I put the partition up, he drives particularly bad.
No, I don't.
Yeah. He gets
No,
crazed.
I do what I do what
So
I.
psychologically, what's going on? I'm cutting him off, and it freaks him out.
Oh, it's so not true.
And then he
Come
starts,
on.
and then he starts going like he literally sometimes I'm like almost falling off the chair.
He's so full of shit.
Okay.
Come on now.
Sometimes when there's particularly bad heat, like today's not that bad, but sometimes, you really reamed his ass. Like when you go home, is it like, oh, great, now I got to deal with him cutting a cab off or something?
No, it's not that literal. It's like he's just like Ronnie's an angry guy. He's got a lot of anger issues.
Yeah. Don't we all?
Yeah. And I'll admit
All
that.
right, I admit it too.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't even know how angry you are. That's the funny thing. You don't even know how aggressive
Yeah, right.
you are.
Okay.
That's how great you are, because you take your life in your hands when you talk about him, or when you pull him on the carpet, and so.
Yeah, he takes his life in his hands. Come on now, dude. Give me a break.
No, he gets very angry when he
We've never
drives.
in all this time we've never hit anybody. We've never killed anybody. I've never
But
hit
I can
another
tell
car.
I can tell when you're irritated.
You ever flip the bird?
I can tell when you're irritated too, dude. So come on.
But you don't know it through my
You
driving.
start throwing everything. Come on. What are you talking
I didn't throw anything at
You
you.
start carrying on, not at me, but I hear
Where did
stuff
I throw?
flying around in the back of the car, throwing
Are
things,
you insane?
dropping books and carrying on. And
But he's such a liar.
That's
no, I'm
probably
not.
because you're
no, I'm not.
swerving the car.
No, he gets all upset when he get like something doesn't work. He'll just start banging on it and stuff. Don't fucking lie, man.
I'm not lying.
How many phones did you break before we had cell phones?
Yeah.
When the phones didn't work in the car, how many
Yeah.
times did you bang them in the back? Come on.
Never.
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
I could
Stop
see
it.
you agree with somebody, and then flipping them off, and then you end up into where you're in a traffic situation, and now somebody could get out and like mess with you or something. And
No,
it's
we
like,
don't. We don't.
No,
get it.
he's very professional. All right, thanks, Scott. He is very professional. He really is. But that's Ronnie.
All right, man.
Thanks, Ron.
Have a good day.
Yes, you too.
What's wrong now?
Ron,
Yeah.
keep saying that your loyalty lies in these hallways.
You got that right.
And in Howard's limo and all.
Okay.
In those types of surroundings.
Okay.
But you're chasing some dreams right now.
What do you mean with chasing? What am I chasing?
With your TV deal, you're making a bit of a transition.
Yeah, but it's not going to interfere with the show at all. Me working with Howard, it's going to be worked around that schedule on days we're off and stuff like that. It's when we're going to, when I do it, if I do it, when it happens, it'll be worked around that schedule. It won't be on any day that I have to work here or work anything with him. So,
obviously, I mean, you're a professional guy. I know that you're a loyal guy as well. But you're tapping into your creative side a bit.
Yeah, I'm doing it for the show. They asked me to do it for the show. What are you talking about, dude? What, am I going to go out and become a published poet now?
Not necessarily, but all these things point to the fact that you're beginning a bit of a career transition. You're going into more creative endeavors.
Dude, I'm ready to retire. Don't worry about it.
So when Howard retires, we can't expect you to be on the big screen? Or...
No, man, no. Expect me to be at a pool with a pina colada in my hand.
Comedian, I'm here to hang out and shoot the shit with Howard, the guy who gave me a career. So, hope you enjoy it.
Where is Craig Gass? I mean, I know
he's in the green room, I suppose, waiting for somebody to escort him in here.
Oh, there he is.
Nobody helping.
Nobody even helping him. What's the matter, Will? What, are you a little dopey today? What? Why are you so dopey? What happened?
You're admitting to dopiness?
I didn't hear you call for him.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
How you doing, Craig?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Yeah. See, that's Craig's real voice. Very rarely will I have him do that.
That's right. We're talking to Craig today.
They always keep me out of my real voice, but it's great to be here, man.
I forget all the impressions he does. That's why he's
one of my favorites was Tracy Morgan. You guys finally had him in since the last time I was in. Did I tell you that guy is a fucking nut?
Yeah.
That guy's crazy.
Do you do a good Tracy Morgan?
Yeah, I've always
that's
just
why we had him in.
From the stories of seeing
What's with
him...
your beard, by the way? What is that?
It's a very funny facial hair thing.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what it is.
Dude, it's not looking good. It looks rather satanic. It's like it's a beard, but it's like
he's got the too dark black hair the satanic beard.
Yeah, I don't even know how to.
The Anton Levy beard.
You dye your hair black, right?
Yeah.
And now
I started getting gray when I was 13.
Yeah, and the beard is dyed black.
A little bit. Yeah,
and it's just
a little.
Everything's way too black and evil looking. It's not a good look.
Yeah, it's always good to come.
Do women say they like it?
You know what? Actually, my girlfriend actually says she doesn't.
You
like
have
it.
a girlfriend?
Yeah, I got a girlfriend.
You settled on one girl?
Yeah, a really nice girl actually.
This guy was
How'd
banging.
You get a nice
this
girl?
guy was. Yeah, I don't know how nice she could be if you're getting her. But no, he for a while Craig would bang every chick associated with our show if he could get his hands on her. You even had that one-legged girl, the Miss Amputee, right?
One-arm girl.
Oh, she has no arm.
One arm, right?
Yeah, it was funny because the day that she was on talking about the relationship, I got a call from I got a text message from Iris John. Then I saw my phone ringing from Bob Levy. I was in Detroit or Minneapolis, and I knew something was wrong. I knew something was wrong. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Bob Levy's calling
and
me.
Everybody's texting and calling.
Yeah, and the message from Bob Levy is like, "Hey, it's Bob Levy. There's a one-armed girl throwing you under the bus. Is that possible? How does a one-armed girl throw anyone under the bus?"
She picked you up and threw you under the bus.
Yeah, and
I kind of remember like she was on and she was saying Craig was an asshole.
Right.
I don't even remember. Oh yeah, she said that Craig would sit there listening to the radio, waiting for himself to be mentioned, and he would shush. He would shush her every time she tried to speak. Shh, shh. How did you end up banging her?
It wasn't quite like that. I met her at a show.
By the way, say hello to George Takei.
Hey, George, how are you? Finally get to sit in with you.
Do you do a George Takei impression?
I guess it wouldn't be that hard to go, oh my. And everyone loves it. It's such a rich voice.
Do you do William Shatner? Do you do?
I never. A lot of people do William Shatner, so I always avoided it.
Usually it's Scotty of the Tart.
Yeah, wait, here is George Takei to do his impression of William Shatner. Go ahead.
Oh, I love George Takei. What is that? What is it? Who is that?
All you have to do.
Are you familiar with Craig Gass's work, George?
No, I'm afraid I.
Would you like to hear him do Sam Kinison, which I think is his best?
I would love
do you remember Sam Kinison and what he sounded like?
Yes.
You do? All right. Then close your eyes, George, and see if you can imagine him here in the room.
I do the voice of Sam Kinison, and it's a voice a lot of people remember. Back in the day on this show, you go, wait a second. I thought this guy was dead! Oh!
It's like he's here, isn't it?
I had to peek.
You had to
Just to make sure.
You thought he was
Yeah,
really
we
here.
didn't sneak Sam in.
That's impressive, isn't it?
It is very impressive. What else? Who else do you do?
That's it. No, you do.
Tracy Morgan, who I love. Tracy Morgan, he's crazy. I'm a Jedi. I am a Jedi. I'm from Dagobah. I'm personal friends with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yes. That's crazy.
That is good.
Al Pacino, I prank phone called Al Pacino this week.
Why?
I did my first televised roast. We roasted Gene Simmons out in L.A. Phenomenal roast. It was.
Well, you do Gene Simmons of Kiss. Are you familiar with his voice?
Yes,
George?
I am.
You are. All right. Here, close your eyes again and listen
All right.
to Gene Simmons.
Now, when you hear this voice of Gene Simmons from Kiss, and you tell me I'm going to be roasted, well, as you can imagine, I really flipped my wig. If you know what I'm saying.
All right. So what George is saying by that embarrassing laugh is he liked your Sam Kinison. Is that right?
I did.
Someone associated with Gene.
You're embarrassed by my laugh, are you?
No, not at all.
Well,
Like your
that's
laugh.
what you said.
No, I was saying I could tell that you weren't as comfortable with that impression.
Was the laugh of
No, wait,
recognition.
win him back. Do your Al Pacino. Wait.
This is the Al Pacino. You know what? I got to tell you the story. We made a prank phone call. Someone knew Al Pacino and called him up and said, Al, there's somebody here who wants to talk to you. Says he's a friend of yours. And I go, hi, Al. It's Hal Pacino with an H. I am your long-lost brother. I've been roaming the streets looking for you. And I need you to pick up the phone and call your fucking brother!
Bravo.
Did you actually do that?
Yeah, we prank called him.
And what did he say?
What did he say? Yeah.
We left
took
it
out
on
an
his
order of
voicemail. We left it on his voicemail. I actually heard a phenomenal story about Al Pacino when I worked with Alec Baldwin on the show Las Vegas. He told me a story about how Al Pacino almost beat his ass. And that apparently Alec Baldwin was in a play about Al Pacino's life that opened on September 11th.
Right.
They only did one performance of the show. And Alec starts hearing to the grapevine that Al Pacino is pissed at you because this play was written by a close friend of Al's, and he revealed a bunch of personal stuff that Pacino didn't want people to know about. So Alec Baldwin says, I'm hearing to the grapevine that Pacino wants to kick my ass. And he says, so one day, I'm in my apartment building, the elevator door opens to my elevator in my apartment building, and who's in the elevator but Al Pacino, Beverly D'Angelo, and a real estate broker. They're looking for an apartment in my building. And he said as soon as the elevator door opened up, the Pacino looked and went, oh, fuck. Here we go. Beverly D'Angelo, completely clueless, gets off the elevator and goes, Alec! Oh my God, it's Alec! We were just talking about you. We're saying you're so political. You should run for office or something. So weren't we saying that, Al? Weren't we saying that? And he said the whole time Pacino's like, I'm going, who, him? Yeah, this guy. You do anything you want, don't you, Alec? You do anything you fucking want. And Beverly D'Angelo and the real estate broker are going walk down the hall, and Pacino eyeballs him as he walks by, and Alec goes, Al, can I talk to you for a second? And he says, what, you got something you want to say to me? What do you got to say to me, Alec? And he goes, listen, I know you know about the play. And he goes, play? You were in a play. Tell me about this fucking play. I'm dying to hear about it. And he said, listen, I know you know about the play, and I just want to tell you three things. Number one, I only agreed to do the show for 2 weeks. Secondly, I wasn't going to do it in your backyard. I only agreed to do it in New York City. And thirdly, and this is the truth, I've never had more fun in my life than I did playing you. And that's the truth. And so Pacino looked at him and said, Alec, how in the fuck can you have fun being me? I implore you, show me the way, because I'm fucking miserable. I'm miserable. Is that not the greatest story? I love that story.
Well said.
That is great.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Now, George,
Bravo.
you have to be impressed with the rapid fire going back
Voice
and forth.
changing. He did Beverly D'Angelo,
Alec Baldwin,
and Al Pacino.
You have
I
to
don't
be.
know why he didn't do the real estate agent.
She sounds like this.
The roast.
Did you have sex with Jessica Hahn?
No, never had sex with Jessica Hahn.
Jessica, why are you claiming you had sex with Craig?
Greg, don't you want to tell him when you were doing, remember you were doing Sam Kinison, and you don't want to tell him about that night?
Well, there was one time when I bent her over and I said, I'm going to fuck you, and I'm going to shit on the floor. Oh!
Why did you have sex with Sam Kinison or Craig is Sam Kinison? That would at least bring back
I
old
think
time.
she's saying that's what she did.
We were just remember, we were just at the Comedy Store after hours, and we were having drinks, and we just got into it. Remember?
Craig, you got into it with Jessica Hunt?
I wish I had. I've never even met her.
Jessica, why are you...
God, you should have played along, you idiot.
You're
doing the Howard Stern show.
When you had sex with Jessica, you did not like the fact that she revealed that you shit the bed and lost control of your bowels.
I think it was the falling asleep inside of her.
Yeah, I think that's it's always nice. You always want to be praised. You always want people to go, man, he's the best lover I ever had. The last thing you want to do is turn on your radio and go, God, he shit the bed.
He was sleeping. He was a great lover.
Wait, Tracy Morgan. Jessica, thank you. Tracy Morgan's on the phone. He's upset. He does not like the way you do his voice. Tracy, go ahead.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, you're an asshole.
You think Craig is an asshole?
Yeah.
Why?
Bitch.
Bitch. Because you don't...
make a phone call to Marcy Projects, motherfucker.
Yeah. That's true.
Man.
Tracy, go ahead and say what you have to say to Craig.
Sign me a check, motherfucker. I'll walk away.
Yeah, I'm all about assholes and toes. So you want to be paid, in other words.
Fucked up I am in the head.
Yeah, you are a little bit fucked up today. What's going on?
Grew up right across the street from Jay-Z.
Oh, yeah?
I know, yeah. He grew up across the street from Jay-Z.
That's right, in the hood. That's crazy.
All right, listen, so
the Miss
Craig.
Amputee thing.
Oh, yeah. Getting back to that.
The
Craig
Miss
Gass, by the way, for more info, go to myspace.com/Craig Gass.
Oh, and there's a picture that I put on there.
Have you banging Miss Amputee?
No, from the roast. Steve-O showed up to be a part of the roast. He was so lit by the time we started rolling tape.
This was the roast of Gene Simmons.
Of Gene Simmons this week. It was Jeff Ross, me, Lisa Lampanelli, Jim
What did
Norton.
you do? Did you go up as Gene Simmons? Did you dress up as Gene Simmons?
No, I went up and I did like maybe 5 minutes of jokes about Kiss, about him, about some of the other roasters. And then
What do you say about Gene Simmons that would insult him? I mean,
you know what? I don't know how much they're going to show.
Can he be insulted?
I don't know how much they're going to show on the roast, but at one point I said something about, you have the most hair I've ever seen on a bald guy. And he was laughing. And then I just blurted out, what the fuck is on your head? I don't know. I said something about Gene claims.
Gene what?
Gene claims to have slept with almost 4,280 women and never wrote a song about it because nothing rhymes with gonorrhea. Lisa Lampanelli killed. Jeff Ross told a true story. About how he said, I was your #1 fan. I worship Kiss. I bought all the albums. I dressed up like you every year for Halloween. I idolized you. And then I met you. Gene, you're such an asshole that even your asshole had to change its name to Murray.
But what did you say? Did you give him did you push him really hard beside the hair?
I did. I talked about the band. I made fun of his hair.
Did you talk about how many things he sells?
And I said the whole thing about how funny they are in interviews and how ridiculous they are, and something about Gilbert Gottfried should join the band Kiss, and in the middle of all these great quotes where you hear Paul Stanley saying, you know, the great thing about being in Kiss is it's a lot like being in the Beatles. Yes, except your songs suck, or something like that. And
when did you start doing Gilbert? I didn't even know.
It was just from the stories.
It's funny.
There was actually a roast story that I asked you if I could tell on the air when you were back at K-Rock, and you looked at me and you said, are you out of your fucking mind? I thought I could edit this story.
What was the roast story?
The roast story is my first roast I ever did, the Friars Club. We roasted Richard Belzer. And Gilbert Gottfried was invited to be at the roast, but to sit on the dais. He wasn't supposed
not to get up and speak.
Not to roast. And when he got there, they said, thanks for coming down. By the way, we're going to put you on after Christopher Walken. And he had no material, which for a roast...
What does Christopher Walken sound like at a roast?
He says, I'll tell you, I see George Takei here. What do you call a fat Chinese guy? A chunk. Pow! That's a great joke. I don't know.
I'm not Chinese. Doesn't matter.
Well, it was for the joke.
Right.
And so Gilbert comes down. He gets tricked into doing the roast. He's got no material plan. So there's two other guys, Jim Norton and Rich Vosser, trying to give him material. And I said, Gilbert, why don't you just go on stage and just be irrelevant? That'd be hilarious coming from you.
You mean irreverent?
Yeah, irrelevant. Don't make any sense of it. And he said, I think you're right. And he goes out on stage, and you can hear him walking to the microphone. You can hear him apologizing to Richard Belzer on the microphone. He said, I'm sorry. I'll do the best I can. So, just insert the name Richard Belzer wherever you'd like. and he just did 5 minutes of child rape jokes. Nobody was laughing. There's audible gasp.
What is a child rape joke?
Well,
Like, what
he's
would he
like,
say?
how do you get a pedophile to, you know...
Do it in the Gilbert voice.
So, how do you get a I can't remember any of the jokes. I just remember the final joke was he said, so, and after nobody's laughing, but you can hear audible gasps coming out of the audience, he goes, so how do you get a faggot to fuck a woman? You stuffer cunt full of shit. God bless you. And he actually got a standing ovation for that. I remember coming to you the next Monday and they said, man, I went to this roast and Gilbert came out and he said, how do you get a faggot to stuffer, you stuff a cunt full of shit? And I can probably edit it. Can I tell the story? And you looked at me and said, are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah, how do you edit that so it's not what it is?
So get back to Miss Howard Stern.
Miss Amputee.
Miss Amputee.
How do you end up with her?
We met at an event. We started talking. She's a really nice girl, and we started hanging out. And you know, I told her, I said, you know, we probably should keep this on the down low because we're going to get goofed on forever. But
She's a pretty girl.
She's beautiful.
But is that the
She's
first
appeared
time?
in Playboy.
Were you ever with someone with one arm?
Yeah.
And was it
Now,
weird?
she didn't keep the arm on in bed, right?
You know, it's kind of weird. Like, you know, I don't want to say anything disparaging, but it was weird. It was weird. I mean, I got to imagine it has to be what it's like for a girl to fuck Carrot Top. There's props on the bed. There's just an arm, a plastic arm on the bed.
Does that maybe turn you off a little bit when you just see an arm laying on the bed?
It throws you off.
I see.
And I'm so ADD that I can lose everything very quickly.
But why didn't she tuck the arm underneath the bed or something like that?
She actually gave me a back rub with the half an arm.
Oh, gee.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about a friend of mine, Kurt Metzger, who has this amazing joke about. He says, I dated a girl with half an arm once. She had this had like some nubs on the end instead of fingers. And it looked like if you grabbed the nubs and pulled, you could pull the rest of the arm out. Like she might have a good foot of arm still up in there. But,
so is that what ended the relationship? Like you never took her out publicly because she has the
you
one
couldn't
arm?
be seen with an armless woman?
No, I had no
woman?
problem with that. I introduced her to all my friends.
Right.
I just didn't want to introduce her to like Florentine and Bob Levy and Sal and Richard, the guys I was doing shows with, because I thought, you know, we're just going to get goofed on. So she would be at the shows, and we just kind of casually hang out, and then afterwards we'd leave together
and hook up. So this went on for some time.
It went on for some time,
Oh,
and
I didn't realize
got
it was so significant.
Yeah,
and
it's like you and Jimmy, Rob.
But she was a little bit of an attention whore, which kind of bothered me at first. But
what do you mean by that?
She just loved attention. She did something. We did a show in Philadelphia, and Bob Levy, I love the guy. He has no idea that I was dating her at the time. But we did a show at the Electric Factory, and she said, I want to go and get my ass eaten out during the show.
Right.
And I said, why? And she said, because I think it'll be fun to go up on stage in front of everybody. And I said, but do you know what that's going to make you look like? And she said, no, it'll be fun. And I said, no, that's not fun at all. And she's like, oh, does that bother you? And I go, of course.
Bob Levy's eating cream out of cheese?
And I love Bob Levy. I love the man. I adore the man. But I don't want to see him eating out the girl that I'm
dating.
Yeah. And especially with like blue cheese on her ass.
Oh, no, I don't blame you.
And she went up and she got her ass eaten out on stage. And I just
she did. Did that end it?
No, we dated a couple times after that. Went out a couple times, but I was just really like
too freaked out.
I was too freaked out, and I started getting irritable. And then
she says you were an egomaniac, though. You had to sit and listen to see if your name would be mentioned on the air.
No, it wasn't that. She was saying I was irritable listening to Sirius because I'd be listening to a great comedian. I'd say, "Wait, hold on, let me finish listening to this guy."
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah. Well, there it is. Well, listen.
Let me ask something. Were you kissed by Jeff Ross?
I saw that you gave.
But you. My question is, were you?
No, I didn't get kissed by Jeff Ross.
He's a good kisser.
Is he really?
Yes, he
Jeff
is.
Ross kissed you, George?
On the Shatner roast. Came out of the clear blue sky. I don't know what prompted him to do that.
And George stuck his tongue in his mouth.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you? I thought. Did your boyfriend get angry at that? That you stuck your tongue?
We shouldn't be
I thought the
talking
same
about
thing,
that.
George. I thought the same thing. I was wondering if Brad got, because I know Brad got sensitive about a couple things you said on the air.
So you were saying that you were at the Gene Simmons roast, and then Steve-O was there.
Steve-O shows up. He's already lit before we start rolling.
Yeah, he likes to get high.
And one or two comedians in, he walks behind the dais and pisses on the stage.
Oh, for Christ's sake!
And
that
then
smells.
and no one notices it. And I look over at Paul Rodriguez. I go, "Are you watching this? And he looks over and he goes, oh, man. You know, because Steve-O's sitting with us in that end of the stage.
Nobody, like, pushed him off the stage.
Well, at least he didn't pee on your side.
The second time, he pees almost on Danny Bonaducci's back. And Danny has no idea. I flipped open my camera phone, and I took a picture of it, and it's on my MySpace page. There's a picture of Steve-O almost pissing on Danny Bonaducci. Danny has no idea. And in the corner, you can see Ralphie May smiling in the background.
But you know, if Danny had seen that, Danny would kill him.
So we said Danny, you know, and Ralphie told him, and Danny goes, what? What? And he goes, oh, no. And instead of taking matters into his own hands, he actually went to a stage manager. And one of the coolest moves I've ever seen, a guy walked over to Steve and said, hey, Steve-O, hey, you want to smoke? And he goes, fuck yeah, dude. And he goes, all right, come here, follow me. And he goes, oh, right on. They walk out, they close the door, and they wouldn't let him back in. They slammed the door behind him. I never saw the guy again. So when the Gene Simmons roast airs, you're going to see Steve-O sitting on the dais for the first 2-3 comedians, and then he's just not there. And he never goes on stage.
And he's pissing just on the floor?
On the floor, and then the second time when he's standing behind Danny Bonaducci, he's trying to pee in a bottle, but it's spraying everywhere. And that's the picture I got on my MySpace.
But that's what he does. How do you get to that MySpace page? I might need to see that.
It's myspace.com/Craig Gass, Craig with a C, and Gass is Gass, 2 S's. And
I didn't know you had a coke problem.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
When was that?
Craig
when I worked with you.
He says when he was with us, he was doing a lot of coke.
Really?
He claims he had a whole big problem, but now you're sober.
Yeah, I've been actually. You know what? Next Friday when I get on stage at the Comedy Underground, I'll be
a whole week.
3 years.
3 years.
Did you go to rehab?
Well, it's kind of a funny story because I went to a rehab that was the wrong rehab. My insurance referred me to this rehab. I called up. I said, hey, I need some help.
Did you call up as yourself or as Al Pacino?
Listen, I got to keep this on the down low, but I love cocaine. Forget about it.
And, we got to have you do some Al Pacino phone calls.
I would love. You'd be surprised.
Go back to Sal and Richard.
You'd be surprised how many celebrities will pick up the phone for Al Pacino. I did that once.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Just as a goof.
Oh,
and
really?
Donald Trump picked up the phone directly for Al Pacino. Tom Brokaw picked up the phone directdirectly. Jay Leno picked up the phone. Letterman almost picked up the phone. His assistant said, listen, Dave's he's in lockdown right now before his show. This is a time of day.
Yeah,
she said this is the time of day.
Astronaut.
She goes, this is the time of day you cannot bother Dave. And she said, but if you want, I can have him call you back. And I said, I'll call back. Forget about it. And she goes, oh, and Al, I'm sorry. I know you don't remember this, but in 1982, she goes, I had just moved to New York City. I got out of a cab on 23rd Street, and I saw you on the other side of the street, and I knew I had made the right decision, and I'd come to the right city. And I said, oh, well, you could have said something. Me and you could have been an item by now. You and I might be fucking. Who knows? And she hung up the phone thing and she talked to Al Pacino.
Wow.
So what happened when you called Donald Trump? You talked to him for a while?
He picked up the phone and I said, we got, who was the guy from Fox News? There was a guy who had an exclusive with the Runaway Bride. Yeah. And I said, is it Anderson Cooper? Is that the guy's name?
That's CNN.
CNN. I maybe it was
Shepard Smith or
you called one of the anchormen?
I called him up and I said, I'm fascinated about this Runaway Bride. Do you mind if I talk to you about it? And this guy, his assistant gave me his cell phone number and said he's on a boat somewhere, but we'll give you his cell phone number. And he picks up the phone and he said, and he was a little reluctant at first when he picked up, and then after a couple minutes he said, you know what, Al, I gotta be honest with you. I thought this was going to be a joke, but man, I am such a fan of yours. I love all of your work, and I'm just curious, why would you be calling me about the Runaway Bride? And I said, because she seems nutty. She seems like one of those ditzy whores that I'll fuck. So, can I get her number? And then he realized it was a goof, and we asked for his permission to run the call, and he said, yeah, oh my God, you got me, and go ahead. And,
he
was a great sport.
Well, that was
about
nice that he did that.
Yeah, but the rehab story was I called this rehab, and I said, I have a problem, and I'm answering this guy's questions really honestly, brutally honest. And the guy at the end of the intake questions goes, all right, well, I guess we're all set, and I do have one question, Craig. You're homosexual, right? And I said, well, what? And he said, you know this is a rehab for homosexuals. And I said, no. And he goes, your insurance didn't tell you that? And I go, no, they didn't. And he said, well, we're not gay and lesbian exclusive, but we're gay and lesbian friendly. So are you a homosexual? And I said, no. And he said, do you have a problem with homosexuals? And I said, no. And he said, all right, we'll see you on Monday. And I checked into gay rehab for a couple months.
Did any guys hit on you?
Couple months?
Really?
Yeah, it was outpatient for a couple months. It was great. It was the perfect place. I mean, I was...
There's a gay rehab?
He's no longer gay or on cocaine.
Or on cocaine, yeah.
Wow.
The toughest person
Did you get
at
hit
the...
on?
No, I didn't get hit on. But everyone's incredibly sensitive. It was a perfect place to be.
That's good.
The toughest person in the rehab was this lumberjack chick from Oregon. That was,
but probably everyone assumed you're gay. I mean, that's
yeah,
part of the...
you know, it's kind of funny because they would get in these discussions about going to straight meetings. You had to go to AA or CA meetings on your own, and everyone would complain about, I hate going to straight meetings because all the guys want to talk about is pussy, pussy, pussy. I get so much pussy. And I was right there with them like, I know, I hate that too. I'm here to get help. I don't want to hear about pussy.
By the way, here's the picture from Craig's MySpace.
Oh, where?
Oh, you got it?
This is Danny Bonaducci almost getting peed on by Steve.
That's so weird.
Poor Danny must have been sitting there like smelling pee, you know?
Yeah.
That's a great picture.
Yeah,
the fact
Danny.
that you took out your cell phone and had the wherewithal to do that.
I couldn't believe it was such a great photo op. Well, I could see his piss was spraying all over the back of Danny's seat.
Chair, yeah.
And who is that laughing there in the corner?
That's Ralphie May in the corner. Oh, it's such a great moment.
That's definitely worth going on your computer and taking a look at.
Unfortunately, that won't be on the roast. It's only on
Well, who knows?
Craig's MySpace page.
You know, the funny thing about getting out of rehab is the day I got out of rehab, I got out on April 13th. I took a train cross country and moved in with Mitch Hedberg on April 16th.
Do you mean the guy who died from heroin use?
Well, I never saw any kind of hard drugs around him, but I fell off the wagon that night. Right out of rehab.
You left rehab and went to Mitch Hedberg's house?
I moved in with Mitch Hedberg down the Village.
But I
on
mean,
April
he's
16th.
a guy with a problem. You don't go there.
You know what?
He's
I never saw him.
not going to talk you out of anything.
I would. The thing that was crazy
Mitch, I'm
about
having a problem. I feel like doing coke, and you'd be like, well, go ahead. Oh, come on. What are we waiting for?
You know, it's funny. There was one day that was kind of weird. Where
Didn't Mitch die from drugs?
Yeah. He came up to me one day. I came home and he goes, "Hey man, I'm really sorry. I saw some magazines in your bag and I'm sorry. And he kept apologizing. I go, "No, if you're reading my magazines, that's fine. I don't care." And I looked and there was the magazines and there was a rehab book in the middle of it, and so he was apologizing because I didn't tell him I'd gone to rehab. So
I see.
It was this awkward moment when he realized he had found out something personal about me, and yeah.
Well, that's a shame.
Yeah.
So 3, you don't drink, you don't do anything.
I haven't. In
Craig always ends up on somebody's couch. Like remember he was living on Eddie Van Halen's couch.
Right.
Did you go to see the Van Halen concerts?
I haven't yet. I called him a couple weeks ago. I haven't talked to him in a long time, and I said, I go, Eddie, what's going on? He goes, hey, who's this? And I go, it's Craig Gass. And he goes, hey man, what's going on? And I go, nothing. What are you doing? He goes, I'm taking a shit. I'm sitting on the toilet. You want me to call you later? And he goes, hi, can I call you tomorrow? And I go, when's your next day off? I'll just call you next day off. And I never called him back again. I just feel awkward calling famous people. Do you have famous people on your phone that you just like?
But you should just call him as Al Pacino. And then you'll be all right. That seems to be the answer. Well, Craig, it is great seeing you.
It's great seeing you too.
You are great.
Sorry you had a problem.
Yeah, we didn't know.
I'm better now.
Yeah,
you are. You're fantastic.
You're a fan now, George.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
I am indeed.
Who
Very
wants
impressive.
to fuck?
You must like Star Trek Al Pacino, right?
Oh, yeah. Huge fan of the funny ears. I love the funny ears.
Mr. Spock had the funny ears, right?
What a cocksucker that Captain Kirk must have been to work with.
Yeah. George will tell you, Al, that you as an actor know how difficult it is to be with a scene stealer. You know what I'm saying?
As an art, you must share that screen. Share that
Call
stage.
Bill as Al Pacino. He needs that lesson.
He does. We need to school him on how
Al,
to...
you would tell him to share the screen and not be a hog.
Not being a hog and not being such a... I'll tell you, Captain Kirk, that guy, William Shatner, plays... He's typecast. Every show, I see him, and he always plays... the worst actor I've ever fucking seen.
You are considered...
Let him hear that.
It went pretty well in there. You had some really good stories, good impressions. Now,
Yeah.
The one thing, when you first went in, Howard wasn't too thrilled about your appearance.
Yeah, well, here's the thing is that it can go either way. You never know when you walk in what kind of a mood he's going to be in. And you end up just being scared. Scared and prepared for anything to happen. Because you never know. You want to prepare for the absolute worst, and to have an out, and then have stuff if it's going well. And luckily.
But Trump called me yesterday and he goes, I heard Cuban was okay. He was okay to me. He wasn't that bad. What did he say about me? What did he say? You know,
he heard the whole thing.
I got to think so. I said, listen, Mr. Trump. I think he was very nice. I know he did say that you had sent him a letter. I did. I sent him a letter, and I said, I think he said it's hanging up next to his NBA trophy. Good, very good, very good. You know, he's obsessed.
Yeah, he didn't let anything go. Donald Trump is on the phone.
Donald Trump is on the phone again?
That's right. And
we hadn't talked to him in years, and now it's once a week.
Mr. Trump fights back too. You know,
what's going on?
Donald.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Very unimportant, actually, but
very important in your world.
You have such an audience, Howard, and everybody told me that Mark Cuban was on, and he said wonderful things about my family and
he did
myself, and it was all nice. But he did say one thing that we should at least correct the record. Right?
Go ahead.
Okay.
He said that his show, whatever the hell it's called,
Shark Tank.
Really not his show. He's one of 4 or 5 people on the show. You know, big difference, right?
Right.
As opposed to the superstar that's known as Trump, total superstar.
Well, you make a point
they actually called me the king of all media yesterday, and I said, no, somebody wrote an article that said I'm the king of all media, and I actually wanted a retraction. I said, there's only one king of all media, right? But
no,
anyway.
but you make a point. Your show, The Apprentice. Well, let's back up. Mark Cuban was on the other day. He was talking. We were talking about years ago. He had a show that was very similar to The Apprentice,
called The Benefactor.
The Benefactor,
which was really a knockoff of The Apprentice.
And you got on the air.
There were 16 of them, by the way, so he shouldn't feel bad because we had 16 knockoffs. We had one the other day that died. It was called The Job. It was on CBS. And it died after two shows, and
which I know pleases you because
I love it.
Your show was the original
right.
one.
I love it, Howard.
And you love when the original. So Mark Cuban was trying to be a show like yours, and you even said on the air to me, his show won't work. You know, and it sounded like sour grapes, blah blah blah. But meanwhile, you were right. The show went off the air.
Well, Mark did something that was a little bit rough because he went out, and, you know, I've gotten along with Mark over the last year or so, but he went out with his show, The Benefactor, and he really went after me. You know, instead of saying, hey, and I spoke to him before the show went out, and he was totally nice. But, you know, some idiot told him to go and attack Trump, and this way you'll get publicity for The Benefactor. So he went after me. Naturally, of course, I go then after him.
What did he say at the time?
I don't know. You know, my show's going to be better, it's going to be bigger, it's going to be this and that. You know, in the meantime, I had like the #1 show on television.
And you felt like you had your back up against the wall, and you had to defend yourself.
I had to defend myself.
Right. So
I've watched you do that all your life. I've been watching you a long time.
Yes. And
so
for
anyway,
years, years go by, Mark Cuban does get on Shark Tank. Shark Tank is, as you say, an ensemble cast. It is not his show.
Well, don't go so fast. So the benefactor goes on, and it's a total bomb. And I wrote Mark a very nasty letter. It was really nasty, and it was terrible. And then I heard he has that letter framed. I mean, it was a terrible letter.
He says the letter is framed on his desk.
It was an all-time classic Trump letter.
What did you write? Do you recall?
I don't know. Just terrible.
What did you say?
Terrible. I can't imagine. I wouldn't have saved it. I would have tried to. I would have burned it.
You know why he saved it? I
know. It's a motivation. I think that's cool.
Yes, it's a motivator.
No, I think that's cool. I mean, I was surprised that he did it, but I heard about it. I thought it was very cool. Anyway, we've gotten along very well over the last year or so, and the benefactor goes off, and then all of a sudden Shark Tank comes on. So Shark Tank goes on during the week, which is much more important than a Friday night, and it totally bombs. So they think they're going to terminate Shark Tank, and what they do is they put it on Friday night as a little bit of a filler. You know, Friday night is called Death Valley.
I see.
Well, you know that. I mean, you know, you have a show on Friday night. It's not a good thing.
Right.
And it did okay for Friday night. Actually did better on Friday night than it did during the week, because during the week it was a total bomb. They thought they were going to have to take it off. And what happens is it did okay, and that was it. So, and it's doing okay on Friday night. But Friday night's not a television night. So maybe they should move it back to a real night, see how it does. So Mark goes on your show, said nice things, but then he did make the statement that the show, Shark Tank, which again is a show of 4 or 5 people that go, do different things, that it did better in the ratings. And I said, whoa, what have we here?
Right.
I knew it didn't. I mean, I knew that. But so I called up the Nielsen people. I have people that do this. And they called up the Nielsen and the NBC Universal people. and I sent you a little copy of the Nielsen ratings where basically we kill them. Now, you got to understand, not only kill them, but we're in the 13th season now. This isn't a brand new show.
Right.
After, you look at what happens with American Idol. In the first season, we were beating American Idol, and in the first season, we were, on many evenings, the #1 show and on television, and that was a great honor and all that stuff. But we did very well. But this is the 13th season, and not only did we beat them, we're looking at last season because this is just going on Sunday night. I hope all your viewers and listeners are going to watch it. But what happened, not only did we beat it, but we had to go up against the Academy Awards last year. How would you like a show that goes up? They programmed it incorrectly.
That's
and it
unbelievable.
No. It's a show opened against the Academy Awards. I said, I don't mind competition, folks. I like, I'm sort of a competitive guy, but you don't open a show and have a show against the Academy Awards. So this year they waited. So as you know, the Academy Awards, which, gets 40, 50 million people, the Academy Awards now is over, and our show goes on Sunday night. But despite that, and we did fine. I mean, we did fine against the Academy Awards, believe it or not. But despite that, so I sent you the ratings, and basically it wins in all categories, and easily wins in all categories. And, you have the ratings, and you can read them if you want, but it's not a big thing. But they come right out of Nielsen.
So your point is that when...
I just like the truth.
You want the truth?
I'm an extremely truthful person.
Some people would say, why does this matter to you? But I think
everything matters to me.
Everything matters to you. Things get under your skin.
Not under my skin, no. You know what? If let's say let's say he did beat me in the ratings.
Right.
I would say that I wouldn't be calling you.
Right.
I'd call you, but I wouldn't be talking about that. I'd try to get off.
You try to keep it quiet.
No, I tried. I'd sort of. But when it's incorrect, and when Nielsen is the king in terms of this, whether we like him or don't like him, right?
Right.
And Nielsen has been very truthful over the years about The Apprentice, and The Apprentice is a monster. And that's why it's on in like 80.
So what do you want to say to Mark Cuban?
Nothing. I'll tell you what I want to say.
He just wanted to set the record straight.
He was so nice to my children and to me.
Right.
And so respectful. And talking about how my children are amazing and all that stuff. So I don't want to say anything. I think I think it's fine. But
why don't you buy a basketball team and beat his basketball team?
I have every one of my friends owns a basketball team. They're miserable.
They hate it.
They don't sleep at night. Or sports teams. I mean, I see these guys. George Steinbrenner, as you remember, was one of my best friends.
Right.
You want to see a miserable evening? Go to George to a baseball game, to a Yankee game. It was brutal. Yeah, he loved me.
Because it's work.
I used to say it was exhausting to sit with George at a game. If Derek Jeter didn't get a home run, he'd say, "Donald, I'm telling you, he's no good." George was brutal. he was brutal.
You don't want to live your life like that.
But the truth is, these guys live and die by victories. Most of them lose. Most of them don't do a very good job, and I see it. And they say, they're just really miserable. They live and die. And with all the teams, there's only one team that's going to win ultimately.
Right. I know it's not good odds.
And they're very unhappy people. So
do you?
Donald did try to get into the sports game at one point. Remember that league?
Well, and don't forget. Well, I bought a cheapo football. I figured I could get into the NFL rules.
Right.
That was really one of those harassment deals where we can get into the NFL for no money. That
right. Well, you try and you see what happens.
And
Do you own?
But I've had more Mike Tyson fights than anybody else. I have a lot of fights, and I'm very much involved in sports in a lot of ways.
Do you own Miss Teen?
I own Miss Teen
USA,
and I own Miss USA and Miss Universe. I own the pageant.
So the big news this week was that Miss Teen Delaware was in a porno.
Yeah, and we had to tell her to get a letter of resignation very quickly. Yeah.
Why though? Why?
Well,
she was in a porn.
So what?
Question.
You think about it. Think about our country.
So what?
Kim Kardashian's a big star because she was in a tape. Paris Hilton was in a tape.
Do you think Kim Kardashian's beautiful?
No. I mean, I think.
Do you think she's good looking?
I think she has a beautiful face.
You do think so? Okay.
I don't like that big trunk.
Well, she's got a huge trunk.
Yeah. What do you make of that?
Well, it's seriously big.
Yeah. So what do you think of her?
I think she's a very nice person. She was on The Apprentice, so I think she's a very nice person.
Yes, I understand that, but I'm saying...
No, I think she's a very nice person. Howard, looks don't... I'm not that kind of a person. Looks don't matter to me.
Right.
The looks of a woman
they don't
do
matter
not matter.
To you.
Okay?
Not at all. No, seriously.
Now that he's married.
No, they don't marry. I don't look at women for their beauty. I look at women for what's inside. Okay,
what kind of porno was she in, though, by the way? Did you see the porno? Did you?
I didn't see it. No, what happened is Miss Teen USA, a very lovely young woman.
Right.
Although it's hard to say I don't look at looks and yet I own the Miss Universe costume.
That's what I mean. I can't believe you're for
That's
real.
Sort of like,
Yeah.
well, I'm trying to be very politically correct.
Right.
This is a world of being politically correct, and which is destroying our country, by the way. Everyone's so politically
Everyone's,
correct.
you can't even call anyone fat anymore.
You can't call anybody fat.
You can't.
They accused me. They said that I called Rosie O'Donnell a big, fat slob. And I said, that's not right. I didn't use the word fat. But I've got it.
You're still angry with her?
No, I don't care about Rosie. Rosie's gone. She's gone.
I like her.
You do, really?
Yeah, I really do.
Well,
I've had her to my home. We have dinner
Well,
together.
if Rosie finally, says something nice about Donald will.
I'm going to bring you guys together.
Because you're a guy.
No, don't bother. It's okay. But
I'm going to bring you together.
She's fine. I don't really think about her, to be honest. But what happens is the young woman from the Miss Teen USA, a beautiful young woman, got very much involved with the whole porno deal. And she actually, we suggested it to her because it's nicer. But she actually was, she gave her letter of resignation. Because, that system, that beauty pageant system, people don't give it enough credit. It's an amazing system. These parents, the way these girls, most of them are grown. I mean, it's amazing.
How does it work, though?
It's like a military regiment.
No, but how does it work? In other words, did she try to cover? She was in a porn, obviously, years ago or something.
She was in a porn, and it came out, and because she,
it couldn't have been years ago. She's not that old.
Within the world of the beauty pageants, Miss Teen USA, that's potentially a Miss Universe candidate.
Right.
Miss Universe. Do you know in some countries, like in South America, if you become Miss Universe, you don't pay taxes for the rest of your life. There's no bigger. In Venezuela, as an example, and we had Diana Mendoza. You remember the great Diana Mendoza 2 seasons ago on The Apprentice? How beautiful she was. She was like the most beautiful.
Super hot.
But again, I didn't notice that. Anyway, but that in Venezuela, Colombia, Brazil, if you become Miss Universe, you're like the biggest star. You're bigger than any soccer star. You're bigger than anything. It's the biggest thing. So anyway,
but describe to me how it works. In other words, let's say, so did she try to hide the fact that she was in a porno, and then you guys discover it?
We don't know whether or not she hid it, but it came out. And the problem is because she's Miss Teen USA, all of a sudden she has a lot of notoriety, and probably one of her friends that's jealous of her because that's the way life works. Everyone's jealous. They're all jealous of you, Howard.
Of course.
They all kiss your ass. And then they, behind your back, they say you're terrible.
But what was she thinking being in a porn?
I don't know. Well, because it was before she did this.
Was it a home
She didn't
tape?
know she was going to be Miss Teen USA.
I mean, she figured she'll do porn, she'll make some money, and then she'll become Miss Teen USA, unrelated. And that's what happened. She won Miss Teen USA.
Will you watch the porn? I'm going to see it because...
Will you call me and let me know how good it is?
You're going to watch it because you know what? She must be insanely... When do you see a girl that insanely hot in porn?
She's supposed to be very beautiful. I mean, I've met her once quickly, but she's supposed to be very beautiful. But she got involved, and she actually offered her letter of resignation, and we had to accept it. You would not have. You would not have accepted it.
Oh no, I would have made.
You would have said you're a double winner, right?
Well, if she hadn't resigned, what would you have done? Would you have just fired her?
Well, we probably would have had to. It's a very unique system. I mean, the parents would have gone nuts. The people that, and it's a big. I look at the different magazines and I see how they're dying. Right? They're just dying.
It's over.
You look at pageant. Did you ever hear of a word magazine pageantry?
No.
The thing's like 2 inches. You never saw anything like it.
I'm heterosexual. Of course I have.
Well, okay, pageantry. But it's a magazine on beauty pageants.
Right.
And it's like through the roof. And it's just amazing. It's a big deal. And she did this, and she was forced to, and she was asked to, but she resigned. And she did the right thing.
Did your Twitter account get hacked?
Yeah, it got hacked.
How does that happen?
Somebody, well, you got a lot of geniuses out there, and I have a hot Twitter account, @RealDonaldTrump. Will you tell your people to hook in? So, @RealDonaldTrump.
Isn't it crazy to you that, somebody that smart is busy wasting their time hacking into your Twitter?
Yeah, it doesn't do them any good other than they get arrested. It's like crazy. So, we're looking at it.
If you had that ability, wouldn't you spend every minute, inventing stuff and becoming very wealthy?
Well, they hooked in, and they put a quote from Lil Wayne on my account.
On your account?
And for 10 minutes, I was really ridiculed. All the enemies said Trump has lost it. This was something to do with the hose and the women. All women are hoes. So, this thing came out, and I'm going to have, in a very short period of time, over 3 million people.
Wow.
And it's a big deal. And
sure.
I think they pick up 20 to 25,000 sometimes a month. And, it's just going through the roof.
How many tweets do you do a day?
Mine's new compared to some of these. What?
How many Twitter followers does Mark Cuban have?
I don't know. I didn't check.
Don't you? You have to
I hope
check.
he has a lot. I didn't check.
Don't you check every day to see if you have more followers than
No,
Mark
but I
Cuban?
have other people that I do check that with.
And you tweet-
I do have other people.
Who do you
And not
check? Who
only
do you
that-
check?
not
Who do
only
you check?
I have very important followers. I have, haters, and I have losers, and I have reporters, and I have everybody's on mine.
But I know you. You must have actually researched this whole Twitter thing, and you probably have people who know how to cultivate it and how to, handle this Twitter
I
thing.
have great people, but you know what? More importantly, but it's my thought. I mean, it's my thoughts. Nobody else will give thoughts like this, and I don't know if that's good or bad, but it is my thought. Like, for instance, the Pope. Why is he? He should just
ride it
back
out
and die. He looks so bad. Everyone's saying, "What did he do wrong?" They said it wasn't the first time. I said, "Oh, really? When was the last time?" 600 years ago. Okay, let's call that the first time, right? But the Pope should just sort of sit back and enjoy and relax.
Of
and
course.
put some other people and run it, and you die. I'm used to watching old popes, like Pope John. I mean, the guy couldn't even walk. He was bent over like a pretzel, and he was cool.
But the thing is, Donald, you must imagine that something very bad is forcing him out of office.
There probably was, but I don't know. This Pope didn't resonate. A little bit like Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney should have won the election, and I liked him, and I do like him. He's a nice man, but he didn't resonate.
He does. You don't warm up to this Pope.
I like Mitt Romney, and I call them the same. This Pope didn't resonate. First of all, he comes from Germany. Somehow, hey, I'm part German. A German Pope. I'm not sure that works.
What do you think of the new black Pope, maybe? That might be a big deal.
That would be very exciting.
Donald wants to see a birth certificate.
Do you want to see a birth certificate on the black Pope?
That would be very exciting.
Very exciting.
Hey, but listen, on the Twitter. So it's like I'll have 3 million, 4 million people within whatever period of time, right? So for millions of people. So essentially, I own more than the New York Times by a lot.
Right.
And I don't have to sustain the losses.
That's true.
The New York Times used to have a lot of power. Now it's a whole different thing, and it loses its ass. The newspaper business is going to be over very soon. When people see me reading a newspaper, like my kids, Ivanka comes in. She said, "Daddy, what are you doing?" She looks at me reading a
What is
newspaper.
that?
She doesn't understand what I'm doing.
I know. It's
You're
such
getting your hands dirty with that print. Why are you doing that, Daddy? And she picks out her computer. She presses the name Donald Trump, and she gives me 20 stories.
Don't you? Isn't there something you love about still holding a newspaper in your hand? Me too.
We're old-fashioned. They do too.
Yeah.
We're old-fashioned. But you get about 10 years younger, it's like they look at us like, forget it.
Hey, do you lay in bed and watch the Oscars, and do you tweet during the Oscars?
Well, I did this time. And I got
Are you laying in bed with your wife when you're watching the Oscars?
Generally speaking, yes.
Were you completely nude and she was nude?
Well, let's not comment on that. But she has at least she has a great figure.
You ever tweet, "We're here completely nude"?
Yeah, but we won't comment on that. But she has a great figure. But I did tweet on the Oscars, and I.
Yeah, you didn't like the Oscars so much.
No, I thought they were. I think I didn't. First of all, I thought the set was terrible. It was so tacky. It was disgusting. I really thought Seth MacFarlane was fine.
Right.
I thought that I don't like him. He did me on the Comedy Central roast. They roasted the hell out of me, by the way.
Right, I remember.
Yeah. He was the guy, and he was terrific. It was terrific then, but he could really be the Seth. He was held back, even though they said he went too much. He was held back.
Right.
But I thought that there was a lack of glamour. I mean, even the woman who won, she falls down the stairs. That's very glamorous.
Remember that dress?
No, think of it.
Yeah.
Think of it. In the old days, Vivian Lee.
They knew how to do it.
But you're right in a way.
Vivian Lee did not fall. Clark Gable didn't.
You're right. Her falling down was sort of the symbol, if you will, of the whole thing falling apart.
Yeah, the whole. No, I thought it was fine, but I didn't find. And I tweeted. I said, "Where is the glamour?" Because I'm a romantic. People wouldn't know that about me, but I'm a major romantic. But I said, where is the glamour? Where is the beauty? There's no beauty. There's no glamour.
Why can't I warm up to that Anne Hathaway? I find her annoying.
You know what? I'll tell you what. It's going to happen. She lived in Trump Tower. I like all people that live in my buildings. Okay?
Right.
Anybody that lives in my building, even if they're really unattractive, I consider them to be beautiful. All right?
Right.
So what happens is she lives in my building. She lived there with the Italian scoundrel. You know the scoundrel?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we didn't know. He paid his rent on time until the very end. You know, it was one of those things. But she got lucky when she got rid of this guy. But she lived in my building, so I got to see her up close and personal. I wasn't a fan at all, but she's grown on me. You know, it's like the Mona Lisa. A lot of times you'll have a painting. Friends of mine that really do the paintings big league. A lot of times they won't like it, but in the end they almost fall in love with it. They're like infatuated with it. They can't leave. I mean, they become sickos. They want to sit in the room and look at the
She's a terrific actress, but when she makes those speeches, when she makes those speeches with, oh my God, it's very.
Well, that's all phony rehearsed stuff.
Right, it's all actressy to me, you know.
You know, when they get up and they want to thank people and they forget and they don't really forget, but they want to make it like it's a big deal because they're so excited. It's all bullshit.
Do you know why I disagree? You know what I disagreed with you on?
What?
I feel this movie, Django Unchained, was one of the greatest movies of all time.
No, I didn't think so.
Did you watch it?
I'm with you, Donald.
Wait a second. Did you watch it?
It was a movie that. First
Donald
of all,
loves movies.
Okay, for those of us,
it's great,
and
it's not racist.
Okay, but like the sick kid up in Massachusetts, up in Connecticut, that wacko kid, that dirty wacko kid.
Lanza?
Now, if a kid like this is going to see this movie, you know, if you're a little bit off to start off with, that movie is not good for people to see. Okay, because I've never seen a movie where so many bodies exploded as a bullet hit them. I mean, I've never seen a movie that bad in terms of that. And you know, I just
Terminator.
thought it was a terrible movie. I thought it was a totally racist movie.
No, why would you say
it's
that?
Not racist.
I thought it was racist.
I'll tell you why it's not racist.
First, you had the white guys killing the blacks. Then you had the black guys killing the white. I thought it was a terribly racist movie, and I thought it was really vicious and really. I thought it was bad. You know, these people that talk about gun control and should we have guns and shouldn't we have guns. But when you look at that movie can really screw up some kid that's a little
I admired that movie, and I'll tell you why. It reminded me, even though it's a fantasy, it reminded me that our country was based on something so horrible, so horrific, slavery. And that if anything, it had the opposite effect on me. It made me feel more empathic with the black plight.
Well, I didn't like it, and I thought it was a totally racist movie. So what are you going to do?
I think you're reaching, Howard. You're
Not
saying
at all.
that movie did that for everyone. That did that for you,
for
and
me.
no one
I think
else.
I think Howard's trying to be politically.
Not at all.
Absolutely.
I returned.
You know, this
I think this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Halfway through the movie, I turned to my wife. I said, Quentin Tarantino is a genius, and this is one of the most emotional movies I've ever seen.
Because you're adding something to the movie that's not there.
You're all crazy.
Trying to be politically correct.
Really?
Okay?
He's being outrageous.
You know, Robin, this is going to be a headline tomorrow.
I'm not trying to be politically correct.
There's going to be a headline tomorrow. Howard Stern tries to be political. Because
no.
How long have you been on the air, Howard?
Donald, this is how I really feel.
Ever that he's been politically correct.
I'm telling you my true belief. I've always been honest.
Movie, Howard, and it was a shitty movie in my opinion.
One of the best movies ever made.
It was totally just a revenge movie. It was nothing.
I thought it was a nothing movie, and I thought, you know, when a bullet hits the body doesn't have to explode for 2 blocks away. You know, the whole thing was disgusting, and that happened like hundreds of times. I thought it was disgusting, and I thought it was very bad for young people to see that movie because I think it can really influence them.
Did you have sex during the Academy Awards?
No, I didn't.
When's the last time you had sex?
He paid attention.
When is the last time you had sex with your wife?
Well, let's see. What time is it?
Come on, be honest.
What time is it, Rob?
Be honest.
I won't say that, but
has it really been that long?
I have a great wife. I do. I have a great wife, a beautiful wife. She was on the cover of Avenue magazine. She's been on many, many covers, including Vogue. She's a great person.
Will we ever see
and
her
a very nice person.
Will we ever see her do a nude layout?
No, I don't think so.
That's a shame.
I tend to doubt it.
Very sexy woman.
I tend to doubt it. I think if we do, I will not be a happy camper.
And that woman stays in shape, man.
Oh, she's in shape. You know, but she's naturally in shape. It's not a big workout deal or anything, which is nicer, you know, to be honest.
Well, she knows with you she's got to stay in shape.
Well, I saw a woman the other day. You know, she's in shape, but then I touched her arm, and it was like, you know, a piece of steel.
That's right.
I don't like that. No, she's naturally in good shape. Absolutely. She's a very beautiful woman, considered one of the great beauties of the world. So I don't know how I got her because, you know, beauty doesn't matter to me.
That's right. Yeah,
I told you that.
Did you wake up one day and go, oh, my God, she's actually beautiful?
No, that's the way it happened.
You fell in love with her personality first. Well, listen to me.
I fell in love with her soul. So listen, Howard, you know, I'm going to do the Today Show now, so I have to run. But I will tell you, see who I do first? I do Howard first and Robin.
Who will...
Robin's so important to you, Howard. Do you have any idea how lucky you are, Howard?
I thank God every day.
I mean,
I do.
Robin is just great. She's got such a way.
She's fantastic.
No, that's true, and I mean, I've said it a long time.
She is fantastic.
This is not a major breaking story, but she is fantastic.
You're right.
Thank you.
You're
I do love
absolutely
her.
right.
So, Howard, I just wanted to call you up. The Nielsen ratings. And
Very good.
if you
We
look
have
at
it.
The Apprentice versus that other show,
Right.
Shark Tank, which is fine, by the way. I think it's fine. But if you look, The Apprentice blows it away. Do you have the Nielsen ratings?
I have it in front of me. You're not lying.
Confirm that?
I am confirming it right now.
Thank you.
By the way, answer this one question. How old is Melania allowed to get before you cut off her age?
Well, I'd love to give you an answer there, Howard, because I could do, but then it becomes a headline, and so I would say this: when she's 80, 90, I would still consider her a great beauty and a great wife.
Yeah, I think this marriage is going to last. I always said it.
Well, she's very strong and very nice. I mean, she understands me. She gives me my space, which I really need. One quick story on Melania, because I have a couple of minutes. They just told me, but one quick story, because I do love this show. One quick story. So Tom Cruise calls me, and he wants to go to the Wellman skating rink. So I call up Melania. I say, can you believe it? Tom Cruise called. Do you believe it? She goes, but why do you tell me this? You're a much bigger star than him. He is nothing compared to you. He is nothing. Tom Cruise is just a movie.
She's
You're
amazing.
the biggest star in the world. There's no bigger star.
She
And I
knows
said,
how to get you hard.
Well, no, look, I said, really? You believe that? Yes, of course. Don't even waste my time by telling me about that. And I'm saying, other people, if I said that, they'd say, I can't believe, what does he want you for? So she's very smart, and she's a terrific woman, and that's good.
She loves you.
And I love you guys, and
All
take
right.
care of yourselves. And I just wanted to set the record straight.
Who will be interviewing you on the Today Show?
Matt Lauer.
All right, very good.
Okay?
All right.
So long.
So long.
Bye-bye. Bye, Robin.
The wonderful and vivacious Donald Trump, who reminds us that he is beating Mark Cuban in the ratings even still. A kind of cool show happening today. Jimmy Kimmel, who I saw this weekend, by the way, we were hanging out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Jimmy and his cousin Sal.
He's dating his cousin Sal.
Yeah.
No, Sarah.
Well, I did have some alone time with Jimmy.
Yeah.
And I got to ask him about, Sarah Silverman.
Did he open up?
He opened up, but, when a guy opens up to you in private, this is the problem with me associating with people outside of the show. They kind of give you they preface their statements by saying, look, this is some stuff I'm going to talk to you about.
It's embargoed.
And all I'll tell you about that, I'm embargoed. But I'll ask him about it on the air, and we'll see how clean he comes. But
Yeah, but you know what? Do you really care more about Jimmy than the show? Fuck him over.
Really? Well,
let's go.
Yeah, that's
anyway,
right.
I am a man of my
Are you
word.
ever going to get better information out of him?
Yeah. But I got to tell you something. This is how bad I am with people. This is another story of how bad I am. Jimmy began to open up to me about him and Sarah and, what was going on.
And was really open, huh?
And then afterwards, Beth said to me, well, what did Jimmy say? I said, I don't know.
You had no idea. You didn't even listen. You blanked out?
I think I listened, but I didn't understand what he was saying. It didn't make any sense to me.
I think the only reason you listen to me in those situations is because you're so fascinated how fucked up I am. Heroin is something.
He's really fascinated about interpersonal relationships.
Yeah, but I think maybe it's boring to him now.
I listen to you because we're on the air together.
That's
geez.
right.
I can
So in a
hear
year and a
you
half,
on the
I
air.
should stop calling
If Jimmy talked to me on the air, I would understand everything.
Right.
And you'd question him. You don't even ask questions.
No,
in
I
these
meant even
situations.
personally.
I did, Robin.
Even when I call you, you listen.
Yeah. But I even said to Jimmy, I said, I don't understand what you say. In other words, okay, you guys broke up and you're explaining it, but
you don't get it.
I still don't know. I don't even know that you really told me anything here. I don't understand. And then he started again to tell me stuff. And maybe he was just being guarded or whatever. But
I have I've had that experience where people are saying a lot of words, but I don't understand anything they're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you.
They're usually foreign people.
I swear to you, I am as in the dark
as before.
And the only
good.
thing I know is
Dear.
what Jimmy has said publicly, that she broke up with him.
So basically, you are saying everything you know on the show, so that's good.
Yeah, I am. I mean, I could tell you everything he said, but it doesn't make any sense. So, he'll come in here, and whatever he's comfortable talking about, we'll
He probably
go
isn't
to.
comfortable talking about any of it.
Probably not.
On the air.
No.
All right, Jimmy Kimmel's here, man. Old friend of the show. We got a lot of old friends here. We don't have no new friends. We got only old friends. What the fuck?
Kind of like you.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you. Come on in.
Jimmy.
Hey, what's
Morning.
happening?
How you doing, man?
Good, thanks. I thought you were going to come to my hotel room and wake me up there.
I wish.
At this thing.
So what brings you down to the show today?
What do you think brings me down to the show?
What are you talking about?
Oh, I have a lot of important things to talk about on the show. Gary's penis.
What you're talking about right now?
Yeah. No, I had a similar thing done to my penis, so I feel like I can add a lot to the conversation.
You're going to share your experience with us
Yes,
today about that?
I'll help make men in their cars crouch over throughout the morning today.
All right, Jimmy Kimmel's here. Bring in Jimmy.
Jimmy, you gained weight.
No, that's Artie. There's Jimmy. Jimmy's actually lost weight.
Look at Jimmy.
Jimmy's thinner. Good to see you, dude. Artie's thinner, too. Hey, James.
Hello, Howard. I can't hear anything in my headphones, but my cans.
Host of Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Don't act like you haven't seen Howard. We heard you spent the weekend together.
Yeah, we made love.
I thought that was going to be our secret.
No, that wasn't a secret.
Oh.
It's just, you know what it is?
What?
When I hang out with Jimmy, I feel kind of like I disappoint him.
What?
Why?
Because when I'm not on the radio, I'm not a whole lot of fun, and I'm actually kind of quiet and not all that witty. And I think Jimmy kind of worships me a little bit.
Are you fishing for compliments?
No. Jimmy, I'm being serious. Jimmy,
welcome to the show, Jim.
Jimmy looks up to me.
That's true. That is true.
And so you expect that he expects something.
Like I had Jimmy's stories, like when he was in high school, he listened to me, or someone sent him a tape, and he wanted to go into radio. I don't know what the whole thing is, but then
is this your way of saying you want Fred to play music and for me to go on?
No, it's him saying he wants Ralph to play music.
It's always awkward because I know, probably Jimmy's expecting this great guy to hang out with him, and I'm really not a lot of fun, as Beth will tell you.
I disagree. We did have a lot of fun, and I have a lot of fun. I'm not. What do you think I'm expecting? I'm not expecting Robin Williams bouncing off the wall.
That would be annoying.
But I know, you like to sit and Jimmy came out to see me, so it was like. Then I feel obligated that we should be together.
Yeah, well, that is one of the things when you go visit
when
somebody.
When you visit someone, they actually are supposed to be with you.
You should do the Great Gatsby. You should just never show up.
Well, after Jimmy left, I said to Beth, I said Jimmy's a great guy. Everyone knows I love Jimmy. I think Jimmy's a really together great guy.
Together?
Yeah, he's got it
pretty
together.
Robin.
Yeah, he is pretty together.
Robin, you're sitting on a pot of coffee. How dare you judge?
Well, nobody said I was together.
I really like Jimmy. No one could be an easier house guest. I even like his cousin Sal.
He's an easy house guest?
I am.
Sal, yeah, because Sal is like that wall. He doesn't say anything. He says
like a potted plant.
He was nervous. He's not usually like that.
But I said,
you give Sal a sports sticker. He's fine for
I said to Beth afterwards. I said, Jimmy coming out to the house makes me realize I don't think I want people coming out to the house. So she goes,
good, thanks, Jim.
This is positive.
It is?
She said, why? She goes, no one could be easier than Jimmy. Like, Jimmy's so great. I said, that's right. And the fact of the matter is...
Everybody else is a pain in the butt?
No. I said, even I can't handle that because I couldn't even sleep when Jimmy was over because it was like... I'm like, oh my God, Jimmy's probably awake and he wants to
Let me
together.
go down and see what he's doing.
So I'm up at 5 a.m. checking to see if Jimmy's up.
Who's up at 5 a.m. looking to get together with their...
I'm neurotic. I can't have people
He doesn't
over.
want Jimmy to be walking around while he's sleeping.
You know what you got to do, Jim, is you got to just... Howard knew I'd be asleep till 3 p.m.
Well, and then at 9 a.m. I was going to have a chess lesson. I felt guilty. I said to Beth, is it okay that I'm having a chess lesson? Because what if, it was for an hour. So I was like... She goes, well, I guess so, but Jimmy's your guest, and he's here. And I go, but I want my chess lesson, too. You mean Jimmy can't hang out with his cousin and do stuff?
No, I'm fine. I don't like to get up early anyway. But in fact, I actually intentionally, I got up what I thought was early. I got up at I made sure to get up at 9:30. So around when your chess lesson was over, then we could
hang out.
Yeah, we
you should have combined the two and had Jimmy give you a chess lesson.
Yeah.
Why don't you just say to your guests, you know what? I got a chess lesson at 9 or whatever, and do whatever you want,
Everything
and I'll see you in the afternoon or
I'm
something.
just not good. I feel guilty.
Everything is very well scheduled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're very well scheduled.
You know what's happening when you go there. It's
Yeah.
almost on a list.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad Jimmy went. Now I have someone I can call to ask how the house looks.
When you straighten yourself out, you might get up.
Well, yeah, they don't want like crazy drug people knocking at the door.
What, me and 3 cops aren't fun to have over your house?
But so I always feel like
We don't want Artie making an escape.
And then the other weird aspect is like I'm hanging out with Jimmy, and where Jimmy and I were having a private conversation, and I even said to Beth, I'm going to ask Jimmy about Sarah. Did you hear my rap about this morning?
No, I couldn't get my serious.
Dude, you and
in the
fucking
car.
Sarah went through weird shit. Howard told us on the air. What the fuck, man?
I would never do
Thank
that.
God you got out of there.
With a midget? A midget?
It wasn't a midget. He was just short.
No, I said, Jimmy and I were talking, and I even said to Robin this morning, I said, I sat with Jimmy. We talked for like, I don't know, a half hour, an hour privately about a bunch of things, but one of the things being what happened with Jimmy and Sarah. I need an explanation because I was close with Jimmy and Sarah as a couple. And I said to Robin, I have no idea what Jimmy's talking about.
He says, first of all, of course, it was not for the air, but in the same, he said he went to Beth and he couldn't tell her what you said.
Because immediately, after we had the conversation, Beth wanted to come down, but she saw we were talking privately.
Oh.
She said to me, okay, so what did Jimmy say about Sarah?
Right.
I said, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he said.
For Howard to listen to you have to work Howard into the conversation.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know what I said either. I mean, I don't know.
It was the lamest, most
He
mysterious.
said he's not sure you know why you broke
When
up.
a chick asks me what their day, if I want to hear what their day was like, I'm like, only if I'm in it.
Yeah.
I wish it could have been more interesting, but
No, it wasn't that it wasn't interesting. I just didn't understand.
He said you were saying things, but he couldn't understand what you were saying.
I don't understand what I'm saying most of the time either. So.
But maybe it wasn't not that interesting. Maybe it wasn't interesting.
And then also it's awkward because Jimmy says to me, look, this is private. So I said, okay, well, so what does that mean? I
can't call the Inquirer?
Here's the problem is that I know you would like me to talk to you about these things mostly because you're curious about this stuff, but I know that
Mostly because he's a yenta.
it's hard for you to remember what is okay to talk about and what isn't okay to talk about. So
Right.
for your own protection, I feel like
that was smart.
Maybe you didn't tell him anything.
Well, he didn't. I'm telling you.
I know I did. I told you
You did?
everything. I mean, I told you everything that was there. It's not that interesting. Sometimes
not. It was
people just
horribly
don't.
boring.
Something happens. I
Horribly
don't know what it
boring.
is.
It was terrible, actually.
It's unpleasant,
There was no
but
good stories. I was
there were
Nobody
no
had
events.
any great problems, like, they
Was
are
the sex
harboring.
good? The sex was good, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I mean, for
you.
for me, yeah, it was. Yeah.
The sex was good.
You haven't checked with her?
I'm pretty. I think I could safely assume it wasn't that great for her.
But the public thing was
your juice?
the public thing was that she broke up with you supposedly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both times?
No, actually, I broke up the first time. She broke up the second time.
Ah, see, that's something I didn't know.
Yeah.
No.
Who's going to break up the third time?
I don't think they're getting back together.
Is it over? Howard
we
said
had
he
the
could
rubber
get
match.
you. Howard said he could get
So,
you two back together
I can't.
if you just gave him a little time. Now you think you can't.
Well, he can't even listen to Jimmy talk about the problem.
He couldn't stay in the
No,
room.
I listened. I didn't understand it. I
You
didn't
know what?
want to
You should
keep...
interrogate her. That should be what you do because maybe you'll get more. Because
But alone, like in a situation like that.
I'm not the kind of person that looks for reasons afterwards. It's if you don't like me, I don't like you, and that's
Well,
that.
then why did you break up with her?
Oh, I don't even know. I just felt just depressed and just felt like that was something that I felt like that was the reason why I was depressed, and then I became even more depressed
After you broke up.
after we broke up.
Right.
Yes.
You heard the music.
I know. What's the music? Fred, you kill it with the music.
He does. He does.
I could have. I was almost on the hook.
Yeah,
I almost started crying.
Wait, I missed it. What did you say?
I asked, so he broke up with Sarah the first time.
Yeah, you see, you're getting more out of him than I did.
You needed me
I told
there.
you that.
I know, I did.
Well, now that Howard's listening because it's on the air.
No, I listened. I really did listen.
And he
I
said
could tell
he-
you, I could tell you everything he said
Wait a
because he
minute.
didn't say anything.
I'm
Yeah.
going to tell you what he just said.
Yeah.
So he was suffering a depression.
Right.
He decided it was the relationship that was depressing him.
He didn't tell me that.
He broke up, and then he got more depressed.
Do you
so
understand?
that's
You
why
missed
he,
it.
More or
You
less.
missed it.
Yeah.
More or less.
Do you understand how bad that sounds? Like men want to have the perfect woman, and in a sense, Sarah is beautiful and she's funny,
Talented,
she's smart,
funny. Oh, my
great
God.
conversationalist, and we still get bored. This is what happens.
It's not even bored, really. But you're right, though. Yeah, it is. It's troubling because you think, oh, if I can't stay in a relationship with this person for a long time,
right? There
isn't anyone.
Yeah, and that's what starts to depress you.
Yeah, exactly. And it's starting again right now.
Is it that you think the two of you are just not in love with each other anymore? Like the love left?
Well, they were in love at your wedding.
You guys were all over each other at the wedding.
Holy Christ, I had to make out with my shitty food.
I mean, you really were. And it was so I guess at some point the two of you just realized, like, yeah, we like each other, but we're not in love with each other.
I guess so, yeah. She decided that.
Oh, she decided.
That was funny at the wedding.
You're in love with her.
No, I'm not. I told you. But when it's over for me, it's over.
You close the door.
I close the door.
Right.
So because I put my penis through the keyhole.
Yeah, but you open the door.
If he opens the door, he'll be in love again.
You close the door, but you open the door again.
Let's put it this way. When the door's closed on me, the door is closed.
Yeah, but Jim,
I close the door.
Jim, for every door that closes, one opens.
You're right.
And the one you better open is the heroin door.
Are you on a tear now?
Oh, yeah, I'm on a real tear.
He's fucking all of Hollywood.
He's having sex with Cousin Sal.
Let me tell you what I did last night.
He's having homosexual incest.
I went to dinner with my friends Alex and Martha Wallow, who listen to the show, and had a huge steak, and then almost was pretending to make conversation outside the restaurant where I was almost certain I was going to shit my pants. And then I got in the cab and desperately tried not to shit my pants, and then thought it might be funnier for the show tomorrow if I did shit my pants.
Who cares about shitting in a cab? You've never done that?
You mean you had a big steak?
Yes,
and
immediately it became an angry ball of shit.
Jim, you're not a New Yorker. Sometimes you shit in a cab just to make it smell better.
And then you wanted to take a shit. And why didn't you do it at the restaurant? Or are you too embarrassed?
Oh no, not at the restaurant. Plus, everyone knows I come out sweating. I have to take off most of my clothes. So then I get upstairs, and I know this is going to happen because there's a nightmare happening. Is that my cousin Sal has the key to the room in his pocket, and there's no way he's just flipping the door open and letting me run right through.
Did you tell Sal you had to shit?
Oh, I told him I had to shit, and I realized that was a terrible mistake.
Wait a minute, you don't have your own room? You and Sal are in the same room?
Yes.
What the fuck are you talking about?
This is getting worse.
Sal's on the show. They didn't get him.
Well, they didn't,
They didn't fly him here.
They tell you can bring somebody out with you,
Jim, that is fucked. What are you doing?
Well, the truth is I brought two people. I brought Jill Lederman, our producer, so she had a room, and then Sal and I stayed. We don't mind. We like staying in the same room.
Holy mackerel.
You really aren't in show business.
I guess not.
Jim, they used to get everybody at Mad TV their own room.
I'm not on Mad TV.
Yeah, well, actually, Nightline, they've got 4 people in a room there.
Martin Bashir has like 17 people living in a room with him.
Hey, would you? So did he get the key open in time and you took the shit?
He did, but there was some torment time where he held the key up and showed it to me and waved it to me, and I was like, "Open that fucking door! Will you open that fucking door?"
Oh, you're fired.
We're gonna shit all over you.
Don't make me shit in Jim Belushi's room again.
That's right.
Would you have Sarah on as a guest on your show?
Not right now. I don't think. Eventually, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah. Really? Is that interesting?
Yeah, that is interesting. Not good enough.
We're just really booked up.
What are you talking about? Not good
No,
enough?
it's not good
because
enough.
she's doing every other show. She's busy.
There's no openings at your show?
You know what? We've got a lot of bookings right now. And no, I don't know. I just think it might be
awkward, but it'd be fun.
Might be more unpleasant than it would be worse.
Sarah, there's a very funny stripper I met who's doing a set.
Why would it be unpleasant?
Well, why do you think?
Because but she was, listen, when you were going out with her,
yeah,
she was on the show like every week.
Well, not that much.
I mean, a lot.
She was like your brother Theodore.
And now all of a sudden there's no presence of her like she was doing the.
Well, it's not like
Matt
people
Damon.
like, where is she? I mean, she was on maybe twice a year. I mean, it wasn't
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was more.
But she was on in the time that you two got back together.
Yes, she was.
Listen, I've been on 5 times, and twice when I was on, Sarah
was on.
Jimmy's going to hang out with us all morning. He's going to be here for a while. Ben Stiller is waiting in our green room.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, so what we'll do...
What he's saying is a bigger star has now...
No, Jimmy's hanging out being part of the show. He'll be here during the Ben Stiller
You
interview.
can sit there while Ben is...
If Ben Stiller's sitting here and Adam Sandler comes in, we'll have Sandler.
That's Jimmy's cousin, Sal.
Oh, this
Hey,
is the guy you
everybody.
spent
Good guy.
the weekend with?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
He's a nice guy. I was a little worried about him, but he's a nice guy.
Sounds very quiet. Yeah.
He's another Tom Cruise lover, this kid.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah.
What's going on now? Do you have to leave?
I think I have to leave soon because I have to do Regis and Kelly.
You're doing Regis and Kelly.
Without Regis.
Mine, sans Regis.
Yeah.
And Sal, you're going over there too?
I'm going to head over there, yeah.
Well, all right.
He can stay if you want.
I understand your cousin Sam's here.
So am I saying goodbye to you? I don't want to hold you here.
I think we have to
All right.
leave, unfortunately. Sadly.
Sal, good seeing you.
Thank
It was
you.
nice spending time with you.
Seeing
Jimmy, I wish you continued success. I hope these upfronts, whatever they are, go well for you.
Now I feel weird about the next time. I feel weird about visiting you because I feel like.
You mean visiting him at home?
Yeah, because I feel like we
Just
always get
visit
the
me.
honest account, but then I feel like I'm making you uncomfortable when I'm at your house.
Not at all. I love being with you. We go away on vacation together. I mean, what's the matter with you?
Well, I don't, because you said then you feel like you have to entertain me. You don't have to entertain
Don't worry.
me.
I know.
I'm
I know.
self-entertaining.
Believe me, and so am I.
Okay, good.
How dare you? Look, I don't know what's going on in your romantic life. I'm sorry
Is
you
he
and
dating? You didn't even find out for us.
I would never ask. I don't know
I'm
what
dating
he's doing.
Neil Patrick Harris.
You're not the type of guy that we're not going to open up the tabloids and see you're dating like every woman in Hollywood. Now that you're free of Sarah and you're a single
Definitely
guy.
not.
You're not. You're not going to womanize.
What are you going to do?
You know,
are
I'm
you
not
going
like
to
that.
a dating service? Are you? What are
Yeah,
you doing?
I'm on,
Millionaire matchmaker?
I'm on that Ashley Madison.
Well, he
You're
has
on
a
Ashley Madison. You only date married women.
Yes, I'm only fucking married women.
Well, Jimmy has a certain type. I think he's going to ask Elaine Boozler.
And so the dating will begin. The dating will commence as soon as you get over Sarah.
Theoretically, yes. I guess so. Yes.
Excellent. We can't wait for that. Who will it be? Jennifer Love Hewitt?
Well, who will the lucky lady
Will
be?
you be picking up women on the show? Will you do that? Moon?
No, I don't think so. I can't imagine that will happen.
Who are your guests for the rest of the week when you get back to L.A.? We'll pick out one for you.
Ben Stiller.
right, you
I
can't go out
really
with
don't
him.
know who the guests are, to be honest with you.
Do you fantasize that you'll be with another famous woman? I mean, Sarah was famous.
Was that
certainly.
fun?
I've decided never, ever to go out with another famous person.
Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Unless they're really, really good looking.
Kathleen Turner.
Why?
Yeah. Maybe another
Because-
hot Jewish comedian like a Whoopi
There's
Goldberg.
nothing I hate more than being the subject of. I don't like being the subject of speculation. I don't like people being interested in my life like that.
But aren't
So you got into the
people-
right business.
But aren't
Yeah,
people
I know.
going to always be interested in your life?
Not nearly. It's exponential when it's two famous people. Nobody cares about who other, like nobody cares about who Conan is dating. Right?
Well, because Conan's married.
Yeah, but nobody cared beforehand. Nobody cares that he's married.
I
either.
think they would. Well, you're saying because she's not in the business,
Yeah.
is what you're saying.
Right.
Oh, I see. So when you're dating another famous
I'm gonna
person,
try to be more like Conan.
you're going to try and be like Conan O'Brien.
Yes.
That sounds like makes a lot of sense.
You better
to
get
me.
better writers.
But it is possible because you're in Hollywood and you meet the girls you meet are girls who come on your show who are in fact famous, and a lot of these. Actresses and stuff. I mean, it's hard to resist.
I say it's
You know
not
who I
hard for
see
them to
him with?
resist.
No.
I think you ought to fix him up with Renee Zellweger.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could have fucked her on the set of The Bachelor. I
Would
let
you
her
like
off
to
the
fuck
hook.
Renee Zellweger?
No, I know she's that's.
Have
not,
you
I'm
met
not
her?
interested in that. I have met her.
You've had her on the show?
I think so.
Not attracted to Renee Zellweger?
It has nothing to do with it.
What? Would you never think about fucking her?
No,
really
I
don't?
wouldn't. I wouldn't. I'm not interested.
If I was single, I would fuck Renee Zellweger. I would.
You could get her at Bridget Jones' Diary.
I told you I
do you
don't want to go out
fantasize-
with anyone famous.
But wait a second. You don't fantasize like maybe a night with Carmen Electra or nothing like that?
That's not my thing.
What do you mean, not your thing?
Well, wait a minute. What about some supermodel?
Explain
No.
that to me. What do you mean you can't take Carmen Electra?
I need. I think there has to be some depth there for me.
Oh, so supermodels are all stupid?
So Sarah was so deep.
Yeah.
I'll put it to you this way. Sarah would never do this. Carmen Electra.
Look, I said Jimmy was deep.
Carmen Electra was once asked on a talk show, what's the one thing she couldn't live without? And after she thought for a minute, she said food. So, I don't think Sarah would ever do that.
That's a good answer.
But do you think that Sarah will date someone famous?
I don't know.
Does she need that?
No, I don't think so.
She doesn't need that. So, it'll be interesting to see what you end up doing. Sal, what do you think? Sal, you're married.
I'm married, yeah.
So, but
Jimmy
what do you
is,
think?
I wasn't supposed to say anything, but he's secretly dating a pizza chef, this guy Chris Bianco. I'm not even kidding. He flies him out. The guy
it is a
stayed
little
with him
bit
for like a week, and then there's another chef that comes in, Adam Perry Lang, and they cook, and that's his focus right
You
now.
love to cook, right? That's your thing.
I do, yeah. I love
You're
to
a
eat.
cook?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
By the way, fucking a pizza chef where I'm from is not
Rob,
gay.
You should try eating food. It's delicious.
I'm going to do that when I do that.
Yeah, that sounds crazy. All right. So, and also, will you and Sarah become friends in the future where she will be able to come on the show?
No, we will not.
You will not become friends.
I don't know.
It's going to be a major
I like that
showbiz
answer.
feud that lasts centuries.
I agree with you. You're not going to become friends.
Listen, I got enough friends.
Right. You will not go the route of Johnny Carson and date some of the, tea time players or, you will not.
No.
Yeah, have the girls on your show. Hire
I don't
them
have
just
any
to date
tea time
them.
players.
You don't?
No, I don't. No, it's not my,
Right.
You know me. It's not my
Look,
thing.
Howard, he was on the Man Show and never fucked one of the juggies.
Not only didn't
He was married.
Not only didn't I fuck any of them, I would hide in my room reading from them. I didn't want to be part of it.
Will Leno,
They don't want to read with you?
Let me, before you leave, because I know you have to go. Will Leno's new show fail? I'm talking about this. Now, you're in the late night game. You spend a lot of time on your show, and I know you do a lot of hard work, and people should watch Jimmy's show. But will you take a look at Leno's new show? And you've probably given this some evaluation. You probably even have research on this. Don't you think, this is what I think, Leno made the biggest mistake of his career, not staying in late night television?
I think it would have been safer to go to ABC. Yeah, for him to go to ABC at 11:30. Yes.
But that would have been horrible for you. You wouldn't want him at 11:30.
Not necessarily, because it would be a better lead-in than Nightline, and perhaps there would have been other networks that were interested in me.
But you told me you would never follow Leno.
That's right. You said you were going to leave.
No, but I changed that eventually.
Oh, did you?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You thought it through.
Yeah.
You said I'll go on at 12:30. Leno can go on at 11:30.
Yes.
You really would have gone ahead and done that? I don't believe you.
I honestly would have. Absolutely.
You would not have gone to another network. Let's say if
I might. I mean, I would have considered.
What if Fox needed a late night?
I
show?
would have considered it. Yes.
You would have.
Yes.
That would have been a good thing.
Yeah.
But now Leno will die at 10 o'clock, won't he? It's the end. Do you think? Do you ever envision a scenario where perhaps Leno could end up going back to the Tonight Show and they fire Conan, and then Conan or whatever his name is comes over to ABC?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about all of those things, but I could envision any of those things individually happening.
Well,
yes.
how do you feel
Yes.
that Leno's going to do?
I don't. I
give us your prediction.
I don't. You know what? I don't think it's going to be successful. I'll be honest with you, and I don't think it has anything to do with Jay. I think it has all to do with the local affiliates and their news, where they make all their money. And if the lead-in is not as strong, they're going to scream and yell and demand something, and it's going to be a mess.
This Leno move could be the end of all television, is what you're saying, right? This could actually
Let's
end
hope so.
television as we think
Let's
about
hope
it.
so. We should start Twittering more.
Will Jay take Stuttering John?
Yes, Jay will definitely take Stuttering John, and I believe that Jay has told Stuttering John, and Stuttering John just isn't saying because they want to keep it all a secret.
You think it's that big a deal? I mean, why
I
can't
think
John
they think it's that big a deal.
Really?
Do you think if Leno gets into real trouble, he'll divorce Mavis and date Sarah Silverman?
That would be a surprise.
She was lucky for you, maybe.
If Leno gets divorced, he'll try to steal Beth.
My prediction is Leno will do poorly. I believe it will not last long. I believe Conan might be moved out, but he will be tarnished. In other words, he will have failed.
You're saying Conan's not going to be successful?
I don't know, because if Jay isn't successful, Conan has to be more successful than Leno was.
And also now, if Jay doesn't do well, it hurts Conan's rating.
Right.
Aha. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying everyone's fucked?
Yeah.
Jay's going to screw up everybody.
You're not fucked. You're in the perfect position.
You're so not fucked. You're not dating anybody.
Yeah, but I'm flying like Coach, you know what I mean?
You're shitting in front
What
of
is
Sal.
it, Ralph? Quickly, because Jimmy Kimmel has to leave here. He has a very active
This is never
life.
a good thing when Ralph calls, I know.
Well, Jimmy, I love you, but I don't understand.
That's great.
How come you're not out there getting laid and going crazy? And you know, like I know you're straight, and so like, why wouldn't you want to? Like, you want to have conversations or something, it sounds like?
Well, Ralph, I'm not that type, right? I mean, I think you would have gathered that about me by now.
You're not a pig. You're not a sex
It's
maniac.
not like you got to go in and just pick up some floozy and every night, but like...
Jimmy, you should be vomiting at Howard's house. You got to live it up.
I told Sal to vomit at your house.
Hey, Ralph, what bits has Jimmy ripped off from Howard lately?
I've been ripping off Jimmy lately.
There you go.
Have you seen Stuttering Sal?
All right, Ralph. Jimmy,
but really, I mean,
you
you're
think
having
Jimmy
fun.
should be banging the hottest chicks in Hollywood?
Ralph, give me a little time. I need to.
Maybe you need Ralph to help you with that.
Yeah.
All right,
moving
thank you,
in.
Ralph.
Jimmy's got a huge TV.
I do have the biggest TV in the world.
I haven't
All right,
seen it.
listen.
Tom Cruise and his mom out.
You're going to
Can you tell the story real quick of why, like, that thing that you did to Jeffrey Ross?
What?
You know what? I think we'll miss the Regis and Kelly show if we tell it, though.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
I told you about the prank he pulled on Jeff Ross, Sal.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I told him he would say we get a heads up ahead of time who's going to be voted off. So I texted Jeffrey Ross
On Dancing with the Stars.
On Dancing with the Stars. Sorry, I said you're safe, and he said, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm
But
sure."
Jeffrey was really into it and in love with this girl, and
then on the air, he was pretending to be nervous the whole show, like he didn't know he was going to. And then on the air, you see him when he gets eliminated. He goes, "We lost."
I had inside information. Oh, that's great. That's right, because you guys get tipped off who's going to be losing Dancing with the Stars.
Nobody thought we did.
Oh, he thought you did. I get it. All right. Thank you, Ralph. You're a fascinating phone call.
Sal was trying to kill the odds. You know, he was betting on Dancing with the Stars.
All right, listen, Jimmy, I'm not going to hold you any longer.
Thank you, Howard.
Jimmy Kimmel.
With a beautiful weekend. Thank you
Beautiful
very much.
I love you. It's always great seeing you. Yes, and anytime you're around, I want to be with you. And Sal, you too. You're always welcome. All right. The great Jimmy Kimmel and Sal, his cousin. Sal, what's your last name?
Do I have one? Icono.
You don't use that name?
No, I do. Yeah.
You switched it to Kimmel?
That's the way Opera Man says icon.
That's right. And so there it is.
You set the bar pretty high for Howard's house guest. You said you were such a good guest.
You know, I'm very. I was raised well. I clean up after myself. I keep quiet, and people seem to appreciate that. I think the great thing is Ralph really set the bar so low that
by puking everywhere.
Yeah, and I appreciate that he did that. I really do.
So you had a good time today?
Yeah, I had fun.
No, it was a little awkward talking about your past
I know this is terrible. I have
right?
to get the fuck out of here. I'm not kidding. I really. They got a live TV show I'm gonna miss.
Here today because I love Howard and I was lucky enough to get invited. Not everyone gets that opportunity.
So what are you going to talk about today?
Well, you know how it works on radio and on big productions like the Howard Stern Show? They pre-interview you, and then they ask you a bunch of questions, and then the producer gives that to the hosts, and then they usually ask you about that. But hopefully, I'll talk about whatever. You know, I'm dishing it, I can take it. I'll answer any question Howard throws my way. And it's more fun. Keep it spontaneous.
Perez Hilton is here. Perez is a noted gossip columnist. He has a website that has over 7 million page views a day. Advertisers will pay as much as $54,000 to get on Perez Hilton.
Thank you.
Hey, Perez.
Good morning.
What do you say, man? Hey, you lost some weight. You look better.
Thank you. I've been working hard at it.
Yeah, you were getting a little fat.
I was getting very, very, very fat.
And you weren't getting any cock, were you?
I'm still not, but hopefully that'll change soon.
Hey, you're doing well. You're wealthy. You hang around with every celebrity. You're famous. I mean, you can't get any cock? What's your problem?
I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
What are you doing
I noticed people are flirting for the first time in a long time, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, you look
Things
good.
are beginning to change.
What happened? Were you so unhappy with yourself you started to eat? I mean, you were getting very, very chubby.
It was just that I was really big. You know, I started to make up excuses for everything. Excuses for not working out. I'm like, I don't have time. But now I just made the time, as lame as that sounds.
What is your day like? You're the only one who works on PerezHilton.com, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have a staff.
Well, I have my sister, who's my assistant, and my mom, who's like my gopher. I moved them out from Miami to Los Angeles.
Still to this day, it's just you running the thing. So I would imagine it's hard to keep coming up with material.
Oh, no. At the end of the day, I always have like a bunch of stuff I could have written, but I need to sleep at least 4 hours. So I wake up on a normal day at 4 a.m. because I have to be on East Coast time and just work all day till 4.
Explain that to me. You work all day. You wake up what time?
At 4 a.m.
4 a.m. And then you work till what?
I work until 4:30 p.m. and then I go to the gym and then I come home and I eat and shower and work some more and then I go to bed and I try to get to sleep by 10.
So you're not out running around all
I
over
used
the
to,
place.
and that's probably one of the reasons why I was fat, because I was sleeping even less and eating and drinking, and now I like to treat myself as if I'm the Michael Phelps of blogging. And I don't leave my house from Sunday night through Thursday night. And I really am happy doing that because, I love what I do.
That's what you did. It was your hobby. You had no idea that this would become a popular website. I mean, there's a lot of people blogging. Nobody really gets any attention doing this. and this worked into a full-time business. How much are you worth at this point? Are you a millionaire?
Well, I don't know.
You know if you're a millionaire.
I have my business manager who handles that, who's a lovely guy who called yesterday saying, I want to let you know everything's okay. Don't worry about it.
Do you have your money at Lehman Brothers?
No, we didn't. But he just wanted to, he's very professional and wanted to make me feel at ease.
Well, you're working hard. I mean, you're taking this thing seriously, the website.
I just started for fun. But what's funny now is that nowadays people start blogs and websites with the whole intention of just trying to make money doing it.
Right.
I just started it for fun.
You enjoy doing it. That's the secret.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is, it's getting harder, though, because the more popular you get, you've got to worry about being sued. I know in the beginning you could write anything you want. Nobody cared.
Because nobody was reading me.
But now, are you involved in a lot of lawsuits?
I've gotten almost all of them settled now.
Right. That was the one big lawsuit was that you were using pictures that photographers took, and you were writing things on them. And then they said, hey, wait a second. You're making some money with these pictures. You got to pay us. So I assume now you're paying them.
Yeah, I pay for every photo that I get.
Right.
Yeah, it was interesting, because I became a big boy without planning to or without meaning to. And then when you're a big boy, you have to play by big boy rules.
Yeah, I know. That's a real shame, isn't it? It's a lot more fun when you don't have to play by anybody's rules.
It is.
So now, on your website, there's probably less pictures because you got to be careful about which ones you buy. I mean, you don't want to spend too much money.
I don't. I'm not cheap, so I'll post away.
So it looks the same.
Yeah, it's the same.
Always would.
It's even better, I think, because now I'm doing video. I'm doing iChats with people.
Like I saw you link the other day to I guess it was something from TMZ. Do you have to pay for that too?
No, not to. I can link to any website.
I see, yeah, because that's good. I like that. And then let's say, like the other day, you had a picture. I think it was Sienna Miller. I don't know one person. I'm so out of it now. I don't even know who Sienna Miller is, really.
Oh, you do.
I honestly don't.
Well,
she used to date Jude Law.
Yeah.
Right. But was she there naked and kissing some guy?
Yeah, that Brothers and Sisters actor, Balthazar Getty. She's the homewrecker.
And she looked nude and fat. Was she fat?
I think she was just hunched over, so she may have looked...
A bad angle?
Yeah, a bad angle.
A picture like that you have to pay for, right?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, you did. How much does a picture like that cost?
It depends on who's selling it to you, who I have relationships with.
I see.
Thankfully, some people I kind of have all-you-can-eat kind of thing where I pay someone a flat amount and they can use all their pictures per month.
Oh, that's great.
So that's good. I use those a lot.
So is that like $100 to get a nude picture of Sienna Miller, or is it like $100,000?
Not $100,000, but yeah, it's more than 100.
Are there pictures now you want to use, but you just say, I can't afford that. I'm not paying a guy $50,000 for a picture of Madonna's, asshole.
No, it's really rare because there's so many paparazzi in Los Angeles, or actually all over the world,
right?
That very few people get exclusive shots anymore,
right? So
and those are the ones that are expensive.
Yeah,
but you're not at the point where you're going to have, somebody go out just to get an exclusive picture. You don't send people out looking for
I might
things.
in the future diversify. Who knows?
Yeah.
Famous people hate you when they see you, though, right? Don't they? Because you say mean things about them.
They some do, and some have a sense of humor about things. They may hate me, but I think a lot of them read it.
Yeah, Avril Lavigne set up a website, an anti-Perez Hilton.
Oh, that was a fake website, but I thought that was really funny.
Right, because you make fun of these people. You don't
but she did call me one day.
And what did she say?
She said, "Stop writing about me," and I said, "Well, you make it so easy."
What is it? I find her very attractive, cute, also talented. What don't you like about her?
See, I find her obnoxious and not attractive.
Yeah, well,
she's just like she's a spoiled brat. It seems like, and not very appreciative of her fans. And there's all these accusations that she doesn't even really write her own music. And,
is that true?
Yeah, well, allegedly, according to people that have worked with her.
No kidding.
They've gone on the record and everything. And then she's threatened to sue the people that she's worked with in the past and had them recant it.
Oh, wow. I wasn't even aware of all that. She just looked like a cute chick who had won a bang.
Well, you don't look very far past the makeup.
You like her music?
The look,
I do. I like her tunes.
You like the Girlfriend song?
I do. I like it.
It's very different from Coldplay.
Well, I like it all.
He's eclectic.
Yeah, I'm a skater boy, actually.
He actually listens to the guys and just looks at the girls. girls.
So now I have to ask you.
Wait, I heard something.
Yes.
So you're getting married soon.
Soon, yeah.
And I'm hearing you're getting married very, very soon.
Very soon.
Like within days.
Oh, really?
It may be wrong information, but that's what I heard.
Because there's rumors about you all the time.
I got to
now.
tell you, every weekend of the summer, I was supposedly getting married. And I find it fascinating because, first of all, A, who cares when I get married?
People obviously care.
They evidently do care. And B, I haven't gotten married yet. And no, I mean, I'm getting married soon. But
Are you going to sell the pictures and all that?
No, you want to know something? We got approached. Not we. Beth got approached by, I don't even want to say the magazine. There were 2 magazines.
In Style is usually one of them.
It wasn't In Style.
It wasn't?
I don't think so. Well, Beth will be here. She'll tell you. She's a big Perez Hilton fan, by the way. She's on there like 10 times a day. I see her on there.
She got to check in with Perez.
And I always say to her, you're very shallow reading Perez Hilton. And she'll go, she goes, oh, I don't care, and then all of a sudden I'm looking over her shoulder and I'm reading.
Right. As soon as you see her, you got to get into it.
Yeah, right. But actually, I was talking about this wedding stuff, and then I was talking about something I wanted to tell you.
Well, you were talking about the 2 magazines.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you asked me the question. So, the 2 magazines evidently offered $1 million.
Are you kidding? You didn't turn that down.
One of the magazines offered $1 million.
You could donate it to charity.
So, I said to Beth said to me, I would take the $1 million and give it to my charity. I said, yeah. I said, that makes sense. On some level, I said, but really, I'm not the kind of guy that really wants my wedding picture released. It's just not for me. I hate it. It seems like the douchiest thing you could possibly do.
So are you going to ask wedding guests not to bring cameras and things like that?
Yes, I am. I'll tell you why. I just wanted,
people are being strip searched.
The concept, yes, you especially. The concept behind the wedding was, we were going to have a family wedding, and then we're going to have a wedding for a couple of friends and some business people and, people we work with and stuff. And that was it. And it would be a dinner, and it'd be simple. No one had to sit there and worry about being photographed and all that other shit. It'd just be relaxing. That was the idea.
But...
No. So
that's what's going to happen.
No, that's what's going to happen. So I said to Beth, you know what? I give money to charity. I don't need to have my picture in the paper to give money to the charity. I know it would help some people and this and that. But I talked it over with my agent, and even he said, listen, that's just tacky. Forget it. You should give money to charity, to the charities you want to give to, and that's that. So, no, I'm not doing that. And I think Beth really would have actually liked to do that because she says any money she could raise for...
Oh, sure. I mean, that's a huge amount of money to be able to give.
Well, what's her charity? Maybe people can donate right now.
Well, actually, she is running for North Shore Animal League for the marathon. She's running the 26, whatever that is. She's running the New York City Marathon. She's doing that. She's already raised a lot of money, and a lot of our listeners have given money. So thank you for that. She's got it. So she'll talk about that. Anyway, let's get back to you. And what you're up to.
I like to interview other people as well.
Yeah,
it was funny because when you said that, George Takei, I don't know if he ever went back to people to get some money, but they're, like they had them all over Entertainment Tonight last night because
he did it for free.
The wedding, and People Magazine got the pictures for free. Yeah.
Yeah, Brad and George got married on Sunday.
Well, he's doing it to promote the message of equality.
Yeah,
and he wants to get
but he could still get paid.
Yeah.
I don't know who would pay him that much.
Artie, weren't you angry at Perez? He did something about you, didn't he? Was there something about that? Weren't you angry at one time at Perez?
No.
You were.
Absolutely not.
He put a picture in of you.
The drawing.
And drew something on it. And you said it skeeved you because, it was sort of like he was flirting with you or something.
Flirting with I don't think I'm his type. I know. I don't remember being...
Yeah. You talked
bears.
Like
I don't remember being
guy.
angry at Perez.
I don't actually either. Someone handed me that note.
Yeah.
I'm mad at him? No.
Margie, you're on the air with
was
Perez.
that the picture? Was that the thing with the heart around my crotch?
Yes.
He likes you.
Was that? Well, do you remember doing that, Perez?
I do that.
Right. Okay.
That means he likes you.
I did a gig in Miami. Miami has a comedy festival, and I guess there was people that take pictures down there and send them to Perez. So for like a week, I was on there with a heart around my crotch.
Right.
I was rather flattered by it.
You're not kidding. I never got a heart around my crotch.
I draw a crown on your head.
I know. You always do nice things. Margie, go ahead. You're on the air in New York City.
Hi, how are you?
Okay.
It was my friend Liz.
We actually wanted to talk to you because we're with a website called PerezRevenge.com, and we wanted to ask Perez a question.
Go ahead.
Okay.
He's not afraid.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear it.
Hurry up, though.
We wanted to know. Basically, he claims that celebrities have to live by a certain standard, and that they have to be willing to let it all hang out because they put themselves in.
All right, thank you, Margie, for the call. I'm gonna kill myself waiting for the question.
Read the Constitution before she gets.
Yeah, I mean, she's obviously wrapped up in you. It says here you got sued for $85,000 because you were sued by Lindsay Lohan's girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Samantha Ronson. Why did she sue you?
She sued me because, I was talking to someone. I think I was talking to Gary, and he was saying how people threatened to. Matthew Perry's folks were threatening to sue you because you read something in the National Enquirer that Matthew Perry's people claimed weren't true.
Right.
Well, some media outlet reported something about Samantha Ronson, that she allegedly was the one that gave Lindsay the drugs, and that she was the one supposedly staging photo ops.
So you commented.
And I reported what these other people were saying, and I said, according to these other people, I attributed it. I worded it very carefully, so I did nothing wrong. And then I ended up winning that lawsuit, and she still owes me money.
Oh, wow. No kidding. And did that shock you that Lindsay Lohan was gay?
No, because for the longest time, she was a nympho.
Right.
So she'd just hump whomever, wherever, whenever.
I told you could get her, Artie.
And this isn't even the first girl she's been with.
My theory is she was very unhappy being with men and maybe being in the closet. As many closeted people their lives are ruined. And now that she's out and she's running around with this girl, I assume it's a known thing that she has this girlfriend.
Well, they still haven't commented publicly about it.
Okay, but she's living an open lifestyle.
Yeah, so they're not really hiding it.
And maybe that's why she's straightening out. She's not doing as many drinks and drugs and things like that. Is she straightening out?
For the most part. I mean, I still hear things here and there.
Is she ever going to work again?
She is. She's doing Ugly Betty right now in New York City.
That's not working.
Well, it's kind of like the Robert Downey Jr. school of celebrity image rehab. He did the Ally McBeal, and now Robert Downey Jr. is huge.
Yeah. You have to work your way back up. You got to go back on some shitty television shows and then sort of work your way back into a good movie, right?
The people of Ugly Betty are going to be very upset.
It's very sad.
Actually, I like Ugly Betty.
It's sad that she self-destructed like this. Here's a girl who had a great career.
I mean, look at her parents, though. Both of them are crazy.
Right. Now, do you would you agree that most of the celebrities are more leaning toward Obama than they are?
And they're all talking about it very publicly. I think the only one who's not is like Kid Rock. And he's saying all these other losers talking about it should shut up.
Right.
And they're all talking about that Sarah Palin girl.
They hate her.
She's the hugest overnight celebrity in America.
Right
I kind
now,
of love
for
her.
sure. Yeah.
Are you getting gossip on her? Are you trying to?
I mean, her, the daughter, everyone.
What's going on? What do you know?
They're like the Spears of the political world.
Really?
Yeah, I love it.
You're working on some big stuff about them?
Well, the most recent one I posted was about the daughter and how she stole her boyfriend, who's now the baby daddy, from her former friend.
I see. So there was a lot of intrigue.
Yeah, and apparently, although I don't think she's ever talked about it, Sarah Palin herself was pregnant before she got married and all these things.
Yeah, I just heard a little bit about that this weekend. There was a shotgun wedding.
And the most recent one, that's just kind of funny, is that when she was governor, well, she's still governor of Alaska, but when she got into office, she had a tanning bed put in there, which is kind of funny.
Oh, that's
but now her people are saying that she paid for that with her own money.
Right, who knows? Hey, you did something that shocked me. And I don't get shocked by much, but Whoopi Goldberg criticized you for it, too. You posted a picture of Adam Sandler's 2-year-old child, and
Sadie.
really, I don't know her name, and I don't really know Adam, but I thought it was cruel. I actually did. Because I never make fun of the kids as celebrities, really, unless they're like, actors or something. But you took a picture of his 2-year-old kid, and you kind of said that she was not good looking.
She's not.
Yeah, but
That's mean. I know.
Nice. The kid didn't ask for that.
Did you feel bad about that at all? Did you hear from Adam? Was he upset?
I didn't hear from him, but I'll bend over and let him spank me really hard. The thing is that I'm not a complete asshole. I'm a conniving asshole. Like, I did it on purpose to try to get a response out of people. Maybe that's really cheap and lame, but
yeah, because I mean,
I don't know if
there's
it
a
makes it
little
any
kid
better.
There, you know?
Well, I was just really saying what a lot of people were thinking. I mean, you may not say it out loud, but I did. I love how what Barbara Walters says when she sees an ugly baby. There's ugly babies out there. Barbara said this before. She's like, when I see an ugly baby and somebody says, "Oh, what do you think of my baby?" She says, "What a baby."
Maybe you should just write "What a baby" now.
I think I'll do that for a week or so.
Now, what is this? You're going back to sex. You have not had a lover in a long time. Now that you are on the celebrity circuit, you are accepted into this circle. Do you think you might be hooking up with a famous man?
I have my celebrity crushes.
Who is your celebrity crush? Let me hear. Who do you
well,
want
I think I do, but they're all straight. The ones that I think are cute. Oh, there are some that are gay that are cute too. But I love the Zac Efron. Or the
like
Chase
him.
Crawford.
Right. That's
you
who you
like
want.
those little.
But that's just fun to pretend. I wouldn't ever want to date anyone that pretty because then I'd always feel so insecure. I'm dating someone so pretty.
And what's the plan? Are you going to out more celebrities? You like to out celebrities.
Sure.
Whenever
I
you
feel
find
like
out someone's gay, you will report it on your website.
Well, I haven't recently because I think I've outed everyone except for like some TV actors that are still closeted. But does anyone really care about TV actors?
And are you so successful? Yeah, people do. Are you successful now?
Well, I should do it then.
Is Gary right that you're getting your own record label?
Yeah, I'm very excited about that.
All about? What do you know about
Well, like
music?
Howard, I love music too, and I like all different kinds. And, I feel like I have this wonderful opportunity. Whenever I mention a musician on my site, even if only 10% of my readers check it out, that's a lot of people checking out the music. And a lot of folks say, "Oh, I discovered this person because of you." So I want to really help people and discover talent that I think is amazing and guide their career along.
Wow. All right. Well, that sounds
It's
interesting.
something I'm really passionate about. I love music so much.
How many readers are on that website?
Well, nowadays it's actually like about 9.5 million a day. It's really crazy.
9.5 million a day.
Individuals or hits?
No, that's page views. People that come back
All
more
right.
than once. But that's what the advertisers care about.
And you're getting $54,000 for a spot on your website?
That's if it's taken every day. It's not, that's for the wallpaper. I mean, I don't care about money that much. All I care about is that I'm able to be with my family. I was able to support them, and I don't have to worry about paying bills. I have my business manager do that. I never balanced a checkbook. I felt like really stupid.
Have you ever outed someone and found out they weren't gay?
And have to put them back in the closet?
No, nothing like that.
I mean, I've always, it's fun to speculate, but I've never said this person is if I don't know.
And you started your own clothing line.
Yeah, I did that. I still do. I did one collection with Hot Topic, and now I still got my line on my website.
Man, I tell you.
And I got a book coming out in January. You can pre-order it on Amazon.com.
Now, what is in the book?
It's called Red Carpet Suicide, a survival guide to keeping up with the Hiltons. And I like to compare it. Jon Stewart came out with a really funny book called America a few years ago. So mine is like the Hollywood version of that.
Why can't Jessica Simpson hold on to a guy? I mean, what's the problem there? Is it that she's a
Well,
moron?
and I kind of think it's sad. I once had a conversation with her, and she's that kind of girl that only likes to date famous dudes. She won't date a normal person.
Right.
And that, just inherently is destined for failure, because when you're both really busy and you're a singer traveling the world and you're so-and-so doing that and you're never spending time together, how's that going to last?
You're absolutely right.
So how's it going to go with this football player?
I don't know. I mean, there's rumors that she might be pregnant or just fat. But she really wants to make it work out with him.
How's Britney Spears doing? Is she getting it back together?
I saw her at the VMAs, and I was seated across the road from her, and I was like just staring at her the whole time.
She's captivating to you?
Well, yeah, for millions of people all over the world.
That's true.
And I was very happy to see that she looked normal and didn't seem drugged out. Because for a while there, she seemed like a zombie.
Yeah, and she had the vagina. In every picture, we saw the vagina, right?
She did it repeatedly.
Yeah, and you showed.
Did you see
I
her
love
stuff?
vagina shots.
And
I do too.
we haven't talked about it. I saw a couple of blurbs while I was on vacation or something, and she lost her virginity at
Her mom. Well, actually, those were reports that it may not be true, but apparently the mom has a book that's coming out all about raising two famous fuck-ups. And the mom supposedly reveals that Britney lost her virginity at a really young age, even though she claimed that, like the Miley Cyrus girl. I bet you that Miley Cyrus girl isn't a virgin either.
You think she's banging a dude?
Well, Miley, ever since she broke up with that Nick Jonas boy, she's been dating a lot.
Right. She's
getting experience.
She looks like a woman, quite frankly. She's looking a lot older than she really is.
And she talks like a 40-year-old.
I say she's a 2-pack-a-day girl myself.
Right.
But and then that Britney started drinking at like 14 or something.
And doing drugs not that long after.
You don't like Jennifer Aniston. You mock her all the time. Why?
Actually, I've kind of not learned, but I don't mind her anymore.
You don't?
I kind of now I'm kind of feeling sorry for her.
Why?
Because she's just like the Jessica Simpson of the 40s.
Right.
And actually, I appreciate the fact...
I told someone this the other day. I said, the reason Jennifer Aniston can't hold on to a guy, she's another one who insists on only dating celebrities.
Famous guys, huh?
She's got to be with Vince Vaughn. She's got to be with Brad Pitt.
They got to be a name and in the business.
John Mayer.
Yeah, if she'd be a super catch for some regular guy who maybe is doing well and would really be devoted to her. Julia Roberts married a key grip or something.
Yeah,
right.
And that's smart.
I was thinking about her, and you forget. Remember she did research on Brad Pitt before she dated him.
Did you know that?
Really? No, I didn't know that.
Him, yes.
Yeah,
she researched him.
That's like Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise.
That is the strangest looking couple. Do you point that out? They're
very bizarre, but I mean, I'm surprised they've lasted this long.
And she's too tall for him, right?
Well, he likes tall girls.
He certainly does. Well, there's always so much to talk about with you. Perez Hilton, by the way, I should say this. You go to his website by merely putting in PerezHilton.com. That's it, PEREZ Hilton.com.
And you still love hanging out with the celebrities and
I love staying at home. I don't leave my house from Sunday night through Thursday night. I love working. I love doing what I do, and I feel
When's
really
the last time you blew a guy?
I got blown 7 months ago, but I didn't blow.
7 months ago, you got a blowjob.
Yeah.
That's it. Boy, that's. I figured you'd be out having a party.
I'm available. Anyone can email me at perez@perezhilton.com. Send pictures.
Mr. Freeze, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah. Did you ever cry in therapy?
Who?
Me?
Yeah, you fag.
Yeah, I did. It seems to me.
Well, now we're outing Howard.
Yeah, I've been in. I might as well come out of the closet. I'm gay because I cried in therapy. No, actually, it seems to me like your therapist is most proud of you. The goal is to cry in therapy to show that you have emotion and shit.
Well, to actually tap into it, I guess.
And if you manage to cry in therapy, which I've done like 2 or 3 times, he's so proud of me. like wow, you're a brave man. You're able to do this. And so I don't know. They get you into the mindset that it's okay to do that. Did you cry yet in outpatient therapy, Artie?
No, not yet.
Not really, Artie.
I'm working up to it. You surprised by that?
Yeah, I'm shocked.
I did make out with the guy though.
You did? No.
My therapist.
My ears perked up.
So they're moving right along in therapy.
Yeah, we're really hitting it off.
Let me tell you something, Perez. You're doing all right.
Thank you very much,
I
Howard.
like your website. I think it's done very, very well. And,
tell Beth I say hi.
Oh, you'll see Beth. She's here.
All right. Well, I'll go say hi.
You see, she'll tell you everything that's on your website. You can quiz her about anything on your website, and she'll know it.
Well, maybe you could send me the wedding picture and not give it out to everyone.
Honey, are you here? Hey, Gary, is Beth here? What? Ask her any question.
You want him to quiz her?
About any celebrity. What?
She's here.
Huh? Ask her if she wants to meet Perez Hilton.
Okay.
I'm telling you, she's on that website 900 times a day. Between that and texting.
Girls got to stay informed.
She loves that gossip.
It's research.
Yeah, she reads that. She reads Us Magazine. She reads all
I know
that.
she reads all the tabs, and she's always into page 6 in the morning.
Hey, hon. There's my...
Look at her. Oh, my goodness. Hello.
Good morning.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, you too.
Your website every day.
Oh, thank you.
How many times a day are you on PerezHilton.com?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, just once.
Oh, that's a lie.
No,
Come on.
that's not true.
Honey, you're on there all the time.
That's so embarrassing. No.
No, tell the truth. You're on there a lot. You're on
just
there.
once. But every day.
Oh, thank you.
That's how I knew that you were on today.
Perez, ask her anything about any celebrity. She can tell you.
Oh, honey, that's really embarrassing.
Come on. Go ahead.
What do you think about Howard liking Avril Lavigne?
Oh, know. You always had a little crush for her.
I mean, I like her.
Yeah,
I like her
she's
music.
good, and she's cute. You think she's hot?
Right.
Yeah.
No, but Perez, ask her any question about.
What's on the
ask her
website?
like the name of Adam Sandler's kid, and she'll know.
I don't know that.
Oh, you don't know that?
No.
Well, thankfully, I don't talk about the kid that much.
Good,
No, you're mean about some kid. You know who you're mean about? Is Demi Moore's daughter.
Oh, Rumor Willis.
You're really
She's really
mean.
ugly on the inside. On the inside.
On the inside, she's
so
ugly. What are you
cute.
saying?
You see, the thing about
Beth
Rumor
gets upset when you do that.
I
the thing
do.
about
Leave the kids out of it.
No,
Oh,
I
but
think she's ugly on the inside. Here's my thing about Rumor Willis. She's kind of like a dude, or no, no, she's not a dude, but like there's just some people that fuck their way to the top. She fucked her way to the top without having sex. Like she kind of latched on to other celebrities just to try to get famous herself. Like she was hanging out with Lindsay Lohan, and they were BFF for the longest time. She was hanging out with Hayden Panettiere, and they were BFF for the longest time. She put herself in the spotlight, walking the red carpets, and she was doing nothing. She was just Bruce and Demi's daughter, and that to me just kind of made me.
In other words,
ew.
you don't respect her because she's only Bruce and Demi's daughter, and that you can't be famous just for that.
I mean, you can,
But
and
you
she
don't like
is.
it. But that puts you on. That puts her on the shit
I
list.
just didn't like how she went about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know who else you're mean about? Is Adam Sandler's baby.
I just
That's
talked to him about
mean.
that.
Yeah,
you did.
talked
That
to him
was
about
really
that.
mean.
That's wrong.
And wait, who else was I mad at you about? There was one more. I'll think of it.
But you love it, huh?
That's quite a rock. Are you going to send me your wedding picture?
Oh.
You should.
I don't know about that.
We were talking about that.
We actually
or
gave
maybe the
out
honeymoon picture. You're going to go on honeymoon?
Nah, we've been on a million. Well, I mean, we'll be.
My life is a honeymoon.
Oh. Thank you, sweetheart. Didn't something wonderful happen last night? We can give Perez the exclusive.
What happened? What happened?
I made love to her.
You go right about that, Perez. It's the
How
first
often
time.
do you
Go
do
ahead,
that?
quickly. Get on
Oh,
your
you have
website.
a really bad picture of me that you put up. We need to update that.
All right, you got to send me the wedding photo.
What else don't you like about Perez's website or like about it?
I'm informed by it on a daily basis, but there's another child that I'm upset over that you talk
Rumor
about.
Willis.
Rumor Willis, the Sandler child, and then there's one more that I get so upset about. Oh, not even a child. You're mean about Lindsay Lohan's girlfriend. Is she a nasty person?
Very.
Is she? Oh, see, I don't know
Why
her.
is she
I
a
know her
nasty
mom. I
person?
love her mother. Her
mother
mother's
seems
awesome.
cool.
Her
Yeah,
mother's
what's
the
her
coolest.
mother's name?
Ann Dexter.
And yeah.
She's
I
really
saw a
cool.
video of her at leaving Mark Anthony's birthday party, like blitzed drunk.
She's
which I thought
awesome.
was
She's really
like
cool.
her.
Yeah, she's friends with Tony and Randy, so
I
I've
see.
hung out with her.
Oh, you know her.
I don't know the daughter. I don't
Right.
know
You know
any
the
of the
mother.
kids. I know the mother. Yeah, and I always feel bad because I think the mother is awesome.
Now, how is Perez mean about Samantha Ronson?
yeah.
Lindsay
My
Lohan's
nickname
girlfriend?
for her is Saman. But it's just me being silly.
But that's what makes the website interesting.
Yeah.
And no, I love it. I'm just saying these are the things that it can't all be nice.
Well, you've met your hero, honey.
Oh, no.
Perez Hilton.
Well, congratulations. Wait, so is the wedding like this coming week or weekend?
It's very soon.
That's what I heard. I heard from sources
soon.
it's very soon.
I just had my first dress fitting yesterday.
Finally.
Who's the designer?
Georgina Chapman
Oh,
from
from
Marquesa. Yeah.
Ooh, fancy.
Very beautiful.
Perez, how
doing
much would
your
you pay
suit?
for that exact date, Perez? At a wedding.
Pay for the date?
Of the wedding.
Well, I think I heard it's literally within days.
Well, I could get you an exact date.
And I heard it's in New York. I thought because there were rumors it was going to be in Florida or all these.
Florida.
Yeah, it's in Florida.
Yeah, it
No,
is in
but
Florida.
I heard it's in New York within days, and people are from all over the country are traveling here for it.
That's right. You kidding?
It's like a
very important.
pilgrimage. See the caravan.
People don't believe it.
I'm coming in from Hoboken.
That's right. Well, listen.
Beth, you look
Congratulations.
Beth, you look fantastic. by the way.
She
She looks
does.
It looks
fantastic.
wonderful.
Thank
She
you.
looks fantastic.
Marathon training.
I know she does.
Killing
What I'm
me.
saying.
Well, she's
You
training.
You're
put my
saying
charity on your website.
I did.
No,
Wait,
you
what did you-
can't.
I should. Oh, yeah.
because you've been doing that.
you
Yeah,
shut
give me
these
the
two plugs
info.
up.
I don't know. What did you say, honey?
He puts sometimes charities on his website that people should look into, and I
Yeah.
said he should put my North Shore Animal League.
I will.
GoBetho.org.
I'll make sure to write that down.
Cool.
All right,
Thank
that would
you.
be good. Artie, no, she looks good.
No, I'm saying Howard is saying that you're running a lot and everything,
Right.
and I don't know, man. I think you look toned and
Tan and blonde and
Yeah, she's working.
bikini model.
She's really proud of her arms. She showed your muscles.
No.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Stop it. I don't have muscles. You're so mean.
She's been running. First of all,
I did my first 18 miles. Yeah.
Wait, if you're getting like a custom-made Marchesa gown, you have to show that off. Maybe she could just have a picture by herself.
Yes.
That you could release.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't care about that. That's fine.
The dress is so beautiful.
You could have one of those magazines.
I don't want to be
an exclusive on the dress.
Yeah, I don't want to be a douchebag.
Yeah, we've been approached
there.
by all the magazines, but in respect to Howard, it's not his thing, so we
you
turned
just
them all
do
down.
yourself in the dress and maybe talking about the preparation and all that stuff.
Oh, maybe that. I don't care about. I mean,
You know what's interesting about it? Like, Beth is the kind of girl I couldn't think could get hotter, but she actually got hotter.
Oh, Artie.
Seriously.
Well, that's what I insist on.
Yeah, you look a little better, too.
Yeah, you have to get hotter and hotter. No, the problem with this marathon training is, like Beth had the worst cold for 4 or 5 days.
Really? I'm still sniffing.
She ran 18 miles.
Wow.
And then she ran another 6 miles the next day, and she blew out totally, and then she's unavailable to me.
I had sex with you last night.
That was the first time because
I was so sick.
she was sick,
Yeah.
and I had to wait.
That
And
is amazing,
That's
though.
really
What she's doing is amazing.
It's amazing, but yet I really don't want it anymore.
He doesn't like
I'm
it.
against it.
You, the only marathon she should be running is you. Huh?
No one has had the sniffles that bad in here since AJ Penn.
Meanwhile, you're so much cuter in person. You put horrible pictures of yourself on your site.
Well, thank you. If you know any hot gay boys, let me know.
Are you single?
Very.
We know some great gay boys.
You do?
Yeah.
In Los Angeles?
Oh, no.
Well, I'll come visit more often. I love New York. I love it here.
Apparently, they don't know any hot single broads. They know gay guys.
No, we don't know that.
They don't even know any hot
We do,
guys.
actually. Beth is coming
Mom
in here.
coming in with a hot single broad.
Beth's friend
Yeah.
Jill is coming in.
I'm sure she'll love
Yes, she's.
She actually she brought you a treat.
Really?
Yeah.
A treat.
Yeah.
Does it rhyme with Mahina?
I'm not going to say it's her treat to bring.
Does it rhyme with Merowin?
And Artie, this girl is a nice girl. Don't try to write her a check right
And
now.
don't try to corrupt
What
her
is it, the
either.
check writing? What am I, Jerry Springer?
I'm just kidding.
Hey, can I see the ring? I never saw the ring up close.
You never saw my ring?
Not up close. That is like a bauble or whatever you call it. Wow.
Now, is that just
That's
the
classy,
engagement
too.
one? When you get married, you get a different ring?
Yeah. You got to
Yeah.
get the wedding ring. We
I feel
got
like
that.
Lisa
Yeah,
G.
you guys did that, right? You guys,
Where is your wedding
Yeah.
rings?
Yeah.
Do I have them?
You had them.
No, you have them.
No,
now.
I have them
You
because I have
them
to
now.
give them too.
Yeah.
But did you see my tattoo?
Yeah, I put that
I
picture
haven't
up.
seen it.
Can you see it?
That's an H.
It's in the henna color. It's brown.
I gotta look at it
You
closer.
look closer.
'cause yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen. Enough of this. Enough of this gab fest.
It's the view in here today.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the ring. I said I feel like Lisa G.
You're
It's like Lisa Gigantic.
You're
what-
the Sherry Shepherd of this group.
What is it, Evan? Yes, Evan, you're on.
Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Hey, Perez.
Yes.
Yeah, would you ever bang that dude from Tokyo Hotel, or is he too effeminate for you?
You know that dude,
That is a dude,
the one with the
right?
crazy.
Yeah.
Is that a dude or a
Well,
girl?
it's a dude,
Yeah.
but he has the most lovely manicure. I saw him up close and personal at the VMAs, and he claims to be straight.
Really?
Really?
But I mean, he looks like Boy George in the '80s.
Yeah.
Like
Gorgeous.
exactly.
Yeah.
It looked like a hot chick to me. What do
I love
know?
it though. I love that he's European. They get away with more stuff there.
Yeah, so. Well, you are Beth's hero, and
Congratulations!
It's so nice to
Within
meet you.
days, how exciting! The
I know, he's waiting for me
finals
to slip, isn't he?
countdown.
do you know Perez gets up at 4 a.m. and works till like 4 or 5 at night? Just-
Really? It's that-
No, and then I go to the
Stays
gym
home.
and then I come back and I work at the evening. But I love it.
He
Stays
run-
home from Sunday to Thursday. So.
He runs his
You're
own.
really successful.
Oh,
No, it's
I work hard.
huge. Everybody knows you.
You know, my mom's happy.
He hasn't had cock for 7 months.
Oh, honey.
Perez, how'd it go, man?
I can't believe we talked for that long. It was like over a half hour or something? It was a good time.
So how'd it go?
It went wonderful. I mean, I was very happy to be on, and
You got to meet Beto.
I know. Hopefully, I'll get a picture from the wedding or something. Maybe
You
the
only
dress. I'll take the exclusive.
No drawing on it, though.
No drawing. I'll just put my logo on it. PerezHilton.com exclusive.
Now, she was giving you a little heat for
God.
being mean.
You know, I dish it. I could take it. I don't mind. I didn't say I'm not gonna ever make fun of kids again.
All right, so you had a good time, man?
I had a great time. Hopefully I'll be back on soon. Maybe
right.
January when I got the book coming out.
I really am. Nah, I kind of am. I'm kind of done. I mean, I love it here, and I love doing the radio show and all that stuff. But I think after a year and a half more worth of shows, it's time for me to sing my swan song. You know, and some things are starting to bother me, and I don't want it to get ugly.
Oh.
You know what I mean? There are things around here that are bothering me.
I see.
And I'm not the type that complains to people, so I just let it brew inside of me, and then I just leave. But, I don't know. Stuff bothers me. Stuff bothers me all the time, but I don't know. It's enough already of me.
Well, David Hinckley just had to change his article.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You know, it's like Jimmy said to me over the week. He goes, "You got to stay. You know, it's so great. The show's never been better. Blah 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 blah. You guys work so well together." I said, "Yeah." I said, "We do." I said, "We're good at this, but how much longer can you keep doing this thing?"
Well, here's a rap that everybody gives me, and so I'll ask you now. You'll be fine doing nothing. Everyone says, "Can Howard?" People go, "Howard, I know his personality. I listen to him. He's a personality. Can he stay home and do nothing?"
Well, he won't be, doesn't have to do nothing. You know,
no, there are things I could do. I could straighten the pillows. I have to have a meeting. I have meetings about everything. You know, I guess I am the, I am the leader of the show, so I meet about everything. My meeting today is with Gary, Laura, my assistant, and Tracy. Because something set me off. Carol Leifer, who was our guest the other week, sent me a box of chocolate. So, I get a list of things that were sent in. So now probably that's a week old or something, or, I don't know how many days old.
It came in last Wednesday.
Last Wednesday. So I got word today. So, I got to put a system in place where somebody back there goes, "Oh, Carol Leifer was a guest. She sent Howard a personal note and a gift." It should go right over to Howard.
Right.
In other words, we're not going to go through the usual system of putting. If someone's got to be
a week later, it'll show up at Howard's desk.
Somebody's got to be a little bit on top of that, so that I can get and then I want to figure out how I can get a note to Carol Leifer real quick, a personal note. Like maybe I dictate it to either Tracy or Laura, and they, I don't know if any of them, Laura takes dictation. I can just go, "Hey, Carol, thanks so much. You were great." And then right away it gets acknowledged that we got her box of chocolates. Because that's really nice of her to do.
Doesn't fall into the black hole of, wow, I wonder if my gift got there.
Yeah. So then I called Laura last night. I said, "How do we get this done?" I said, "Let's have a conference call. Because if I don't conduct it, it'll never get done because no one takes it seriously."
Well, we would take that. See, we would take that seriously without you.
Gary,
really
how
would.
many years we've been doing this? 20-something years.
Right, but we have
nobody can figure out that, like, when Carol Leifer sends something, that I should know about it pretty quickly. I mean, who wants a box of chocolates sitting around for a week anyway?
It wasn't a week, Howard. It hasn't been a week. You knew yesterday. It got here late Wednesday afternoon, and you knew yesterday. That is some time, but it's not a week.
I don't know. And then, like, it's sitting in your office, and like, who opens the mail? You?
No, Tracy opens the mail.
Right.
She logs
Tracy says you get the box of chocolate.
No, that's not true.
That's what she said.
Tracy opens up all the mail.
Yeah.
She logs it in. So it's, Carol Leifer sent this,
right.
And then everything comes through me just so I could see it, because some things I put in your bag that day.
Right.
Some things I just need to know that you're getting, even if you don't take them. I need to know that somebody sent you a screener, whether you saw it or not.
Okay.
I need to know that a book came, so when they call, I can say, "Yeah, we saw the book."
See, I know I'm going to have a meeting today, and I'm never going to get to the bottom of this. I'm already zoning out.
Having the meeting, yeah.
I'm already zoning out. Like Gary,
we're in the meeting.
Like Gary's explaining it to me, and I just go, "Can't you just get this done?"
It's like Jimmy talking about his breakup with Sarah.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's like I just go, I don't know how to get it done, but you get it done.
But you get a list every day. I guess you just didn't see it quick enough.
No, but we get the list. By the time the list gets to me, and the time I get to read it, it's 5 days old.
Howard, I'm your man. Let me open all the mail.
You have the meeting,
and I'll log it in.
Yeah.
No, what you're saying is certain things should get personal attention. Like they shouldn't go through the system. You should just be expedited to you that Carol Leifer sent.
Right, but you can't.
And then something should be triggered to say, "Howard, you dictate this thank you note to Carol Leifer, and it'll be sent right out."
Right.
We have the address.
There's certain, when you get them, these things need to be taken care of right away.
Like I noticed Letterman's got a system in place. Whenever I do anything for Letterman, there's a note that comes. It's typed, and it's like, Dave, from the desk of David Letterman, and it goes like, "Hey, Howard, it was really good seeing you. Let's get together sometime, blah, 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 David Letterman."
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell, like, he must, I don't even know that he writes it because it's typed. I don't even know that it's his thoughts. It seems like it's someone else is doing it for him.
Right.
But that's cool. I want that system. But I know I'm going to get on the phone today and be aggravated that I even have to take time to come up with a system. Like,
well,
I shouldn't have to.
Would you believe me if I told you we will handle it? You wouldn't.
I would. What are you going to do? Let me hear it.
Well, listen, this is the first you brought it up that you want something that quick. Because usually
wouldn't it be cool, like, if I said to Carol Leifer, hey, that was really nice of you to send something. It was totally unnecessary, but, man, you're the greatest, and,
the hardest part of the system is deciding who fits the bill.
Right.
Like, in other words, if Mark Harris sends you something, does that fit the bill?
You answer the question. You answer your own question.
Probably not.
Okay.
But
so
I never
who
know
am I
with
talking?
you.
You think
I
I'm
never
talking
know
about Mark Harris?
No, but I never know with you because sometimes you go.
You don't know the difference between Mark Harris and Carol Leifer?
I know the difference between them. But,
I don't.
But sometimes.
Yes, you do.
No, sometimes to you.
All right,
you're like,
name a name that you think you can't tell what to do. And then
Mark Harris must have been a bad example.
Right. If that's the example.
Beetlejuice send something, Gower.
I got to look at the schedule for the last couple of weeks.
All right.
No, that doesn't work. I was going to say D. Snyder.
All right. D. Snyder sends me something. What do you think is the answer?
You probably should know.
That's right.
Craig Gass.
What do you think?
You probably don't need to know.
Right.
You know already. You know. Now it's getting embarrassing.
Wait, this is an embarrassing game, isn't it?
Well, I didn't want to have the meeting off the air, but this is what happened.
This is getting embarrassing.
Oh, my God.
Go ahead.
Craig Gass is on top of the Chrysler
building. Would send me something. It would be in the list, and then I could respond to it.
First of all, I know Craig Gass. He ain't sending you something.
You don't need to know immediately.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't need to know that day.
He was just about to. Now he just put it down.
See?
Right. So, like Jimmy Kimmel, obviously, yes.
Right, and then I want someone to say to me, okay, do you have a note you want us to send Jimmy? And I'll just say, here's
all right, here's a better example. Lisa Lampanelli was here the other day.
Good.
And she handed you, while you were in here, she said, here's an autographed DVD and CD. I'd love, for you to watch. But it's in her mind, it's a gift.
Okay. What do you think the answer is on that one?
Probably not.
Right.
See, you already know.
You know the answer to this.
Yeah, but Robin, here's the point, and you know this because you've seen me for 25 years. I know till I don't know. And then when I don't know, I'm the biggest dick in the world.
Even if you get it 99% of the time right,
meaningless.
You're helping me. You're helping me.
No, because 1% will be the first 3 hours of the show.
Right, Gary's got a point.
No, listen. Okay.
Be honest.
Lisa Lampanelli is a great girl. But she gives me a DVD. Okay. I'm talking about.
Lisa Renna.
Go ahead.
Sends you her book.
Go ahead.
Hey, Howard, it's with a note. Howard, you're great. I think she sent the note something like, I couldn't wait for you to have this book. I think you're going to love it.
Okay.
Is that a gift or a promotional item?
What's your answer? What do you think?
I think it's a promotional item, but she sees it as a gift.
We know that. And you'll put that on the list, and if I want to write to Lisa Renna, I'll write to Lisa Renna.
Even though she sent you a personal note?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. I'll read the personal note, and I'll figure out what
But does anybody in here understand that Howard might go, Gary, Lisa Renna sent me a fucking personal note.
Gary, you got it right.
Well, I'll tell you when it'll happen. If Lisa Renna calls and says, did you ever get my book?
No, right, exactly.
You just got it 100% right. Every example you gave, you knew the answer to.
But Robin hit it right.
Now, Gary, I'll give you an example.
But he also threw 95 great pictures out of 100.
Lisa Renna comes in here, and she sends me an antique radio.
That's a yes.
Ah.
Okay, I got one for you.
Okay.
I go. Fran Drescher used to come in all the time. And
Go ahead.
After she came in, I'm going to send you a gift. And she would send you those fucking croutons.
The pasta and the croutons.
Right.
It's a gift. Howard, I am sending you croutons because you're a good guy.
Okay. What do you think?
I think no.
Exactly. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm sending you croutons.
She's sending me the croutons, so I'll talk about them on the air. But, okay, Fran Drescher comes in. And she's on the air talking about she just bought a Kindle, and she thinks it's the greatest thing. So then you get a personal note in the mail from Fran Drescher, and it says, Howard, I love being on the show. I want you to try a Kindle. I went out and got you one.
That's a yes. That's a resounding yes. Here's
so
one.
There you go.
I got one for you.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is a tough one, but
go ahead.
Remember,
I bet you it's not tough.
Okay, remember the comedian Bobby Slayton?
I remember Bobby.
Bobby's wife owns a kids' clothing store. Right. He sends you a box of clothes for your kids.
Go ahead.
So the answer.
What do you think?
Well, now it's tough.
Tell me what you think.
The answer is it's a yes, gift-wise, but does Bobby make the cut celebrity-wise?
Now think about it. He's promoting his wife's clothing line.
But it's still a big
do you
box.
think there's a real rush for me to get to Bobby Slayton on that one?
Yeah, but I'm sure your daughter's favorite designer is Norma Slayton.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, Gary. What do you think? That can wait.
Teddy Slayton.
In other words, I'll get a note out to the guy, but, you know.
All right, but that's a tough one because he is a celebrity and it was a box of clothes.
Right.
You know what?
That box of clothes is going to end up in the garbage.
Let me tell you something. There's two things
I'm
that
going
are
to give it
iffy.
to charity, which is 99% of what I do around
So
here.
I'm gauging the level of the celebrity and the quality of the gift.
The only one you got wrong so far is Carol Leifer's chocolates. That's it.
Which started this?
The real one.
There's two things. There's two things that are iffy: whether or not Bobby's a celebrity and whether or not those are clothes.
Right.
Gary, you missed one very important aspect. If Howard was single, you give him anything Lisa Rinna said.
Right.
Oh, when I was single, it was terrible. Gary and I had meetings about that. It was
that
so
was
embarrassing.
so uncomfortable, Howard.
Really?
When I was single and there was a hot chick on the show and I wanted to go out with her, I would somehow say on the air, "Hey, yeah, you know, you should get me your number." And then
that's a
Gary,
good code.
Then Gary would walk in and I go, "Gary, did you get the number from her?" And he goes, "You wanted me to get the number?"
I missed the signal on one very important person.
Yeah, he missed a lot of signals.
And Howard goes, because I remember Howard goes, "You got the number?" And I go, "You were serious? Because what the fuck is wrong with you?"
But get the number is like if Joe Girardi's steal sign was, look, steal.
I felt bad too.
Artie, you go in the green room and get a fucking number from somebody.
No, look, listen, Teddy tried it for me a couple of times.
It's embarrassing.
But Howard, can I ask you a question?
And the problem is, nobody's going to say no to giving you the number.
Well, first of all, they're giving me the number, so that's
Right.
already creepy.
Yeah.
But
they're giving
nobody's
you the
going to
number.
say no. You don't know whether they really, you don't know whether you're forcing these people to give you a number or not.
I was too busy or lazy to date, so it was a perfect dating opportunity.
Absolutely.
If I
you
could
took
just
full advantage.
If I could do everything on the air, I was fine. It was like, wow, this is cool. I'm on the air. I met a nice, attractive girl. She said something about her phone number on the air after I badgered her.
I have a phone number.
Yeah, okay. Gary, did you get that?
I have a phone, Howard.
Do you own a phone, or are you a heroin addict whose mother took away their phone?
Gary,
well, you don't want my number.
Right.
But, Howard, let me ask you a question, because I think the fans are interested in this.
Yes.
In that crazy time you said you had, sort of womanizing,
Yeah.
how many girls that were on this show did you bang?
I don't
That you
know.
met on the show?
Not a lot.
Okay.
Like maybe
under 5?
Yes.
All right.
Right, Gare?
I got 3 in my head right now. I'm telling you right now. And I got one in my head that you don't even know that I know.
Let's double that number then.
All right.
It's like a drink.
It's like a chick telling you her weight.
I don't think there was a lot, honestly.
Gary, I'm talking about that he met for the first time on the show.
Well, there's one that jumps to mind for sure.
There were a couple I'm thinking of I was working, but I never even got around to. Either they just didn't like me that way.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah, maybe you might be right. But there are 3 that I'm thinking of.
Yeah. I don't know.
And I'm not thinking that hard.
I wonder what 3 you're thinking of, because you should write them down.
2 for sure.
Write them down and hand them to me. I'll give them to Howard.
Yeah, don't even write it down.
You know
what? That's water under the bridge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're married. You're
I'm
Why
married.
go back there?
I'm happy. I do have a great wife. It was great last night.
We love her.
We watched it. You do?
We do.
People generally
He's
like her,
acting
or
like
are they
he's in the
afraid?
marriage,
No,
too.
you know what?
Do you think there's anyone afraid to say they don't love her?
No. Here's the
Besides
deal.
Sal?
But he's acting like he's in the marriage, too. We love her.
But in a
Well,
way,
he is in the
hold
marriage
on, in a way, I am, and I'm going to tell you why, Robert.
Really?
I'll tell you why I'm in the marriage in a strange way.
He is.
I have a friend who worked for a big celebrity for a long period of time, and then that celebrity got divorced, and his life was miserable.
Okay.
Because that celebrity was miserable.
Okay.
And his life was miserable.
Oh,
So
I
if
see.
Howard were not happy,
You're
we would all
miserable.
be fucking unhappy. So the fact that he's happy, I'm in a great marriage.
So, Gary, Howard's pretty upset that it took so long for him to get the package, I guess, from Carol Leifer. And he wants to implement like a new system. Have you figured out what you're going to do exactly?
Yeah, Tracy and I spoke about it. The truth is there is a system in place. An email is sent to Laura every day telling her what came in the mail that day. So I guess it's my job to point it out more than Laura's job to point it out. But, I mean, he gets a list every day. He just doesn't look at it every day. So I guess they just want us to expedite it and say, hey, you should notice that Carol Leifer, but not Craig Gass, Jimmy Kimmel, but not Mark Harris, sent you an important package.
So you're saying that if he would have looked at it earlier, he would have seen it? It was definitely
Right,
on the
if he would
list?
have looked at it, he would have seen it, but he's saying, I don't get to look at it every day. He's saying, I'm telling you, I don't look at it every day, so give me a bigger heads up. It's more of a discussion. I don't think he was, he's not necessarily angry. It's just, sort of putting it all together, but it's done.
Hey, by the way, you really are a moron.
Why?
I mean, I heard you on the wrap-up show. I'm going to play it where they're asking you about who's running for president.
Politics is not my thing, man.
Motherfucker, you're stupid. I mean, do you ever open the paper ever?
Yeah, I open it a little bit.
You thought Barack Obama was a Republican.
He's a good guy. I think I'm going to vote for Obama. I really am.
Yeah,
Obama?
Sure you are.
He's got to be better than the asshole we have in the White House now. So
It's still a horse race.
Do you know who she is, Hillary Clinton? Yeah, you know
sure,
that.
she's Clinton's wife.
What does she do for a living?
She's. I know what she is. She's the governor of.
Which country?
Of New York, right? Isn't she the governor?
No, wait,
that would be.
Governor.
I mean,
Yeah,
Pataki.
she's the governor of Pataki. Do you still think Pataki's governor?
No. She's now.
Who's the governor of New York?
She's the governor.
Right. Okay.
Of New York.
And who are the senators?
That's a good question.
Brownback or something?
Yeah,
right,
Brownback
Senator
is a
Brownback,
senator.
yeah,
And
yeah.
who's the other one? We have how many senators?
If you're asking for another one, we must have two.
So Brownback and who else?
Well,
I won't call you an idiot if you get this. Well, you got Brownback, right? You know that Hillary Clinton's the governor of New York. Who is the other senator from New York? You'll impress me if you know that.
I think I got it. He used to be the district attorney of New York.
Go ahead.
Robert Morgenthau.
Oh,
very good.
Very
All right.
I just have to think.
Yeah. You know, when you think, you're impressive.
wow.
That's why I don't do it much. I don't.
So
like
you knew Senator Morgenthau.
And
You see-
Brownback.
And Brownback.
And the governor.
And the governor, Clinton.
I think she. I know she has something to do with New York. I think she's the governor.
Good. Well, all right. You've impressed me.
But like I said, politics is not my thing. You know?
Should be. And after you got those right, I mean, not everyone can
You're
answer
ready
that.
for, what is that?
Impressive.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Who's smarter
You can
than a
answer
fifth
so
grader?
many questions.
know what?
How many senators are there total?
Well, I'm guessing two.
Two
You're
senators
guessing.
total? No,
Maybe.
from New York, but then how do you...
Probably two per state. 100 senators, 50
Okay.
states.
Good, all right. You're on the target there.
Did you ever notice that everything Sal doesn't know isn't his thing?
Yeah.
Like being smart isn't his thing.
Yeah. You never read the newspaper?
Being a producer is not your thing.
You never read the newspaper? Nothing.
I do read the newspaper. I read
You do?
page 6.
Oh.
Oh, you
Gossip.
skip right past the first page.
You know, it's just. This is not CNN, Howard. This is the Howard
Right.
Stern show.
Okay.
You know, this
I just
is
thought
not,
maybe you're curious.
Hannity and
Just for your
Combs.
own life, you might want to know.
Listen
some
to
of
me.
these things.
It's not
I'm
Hannity and Combs.
I'm glad I didn't vote for Bush, and now nobody can blame me.
But you
know
said
what I
on the
mean?
wrap-up
Did you
show...
vote?
But maybe
It's
you
not-
should have
but
voted
you
for
don't
the
vote.
other guy.
But hey, who is the other guy? The other guy could have fucked up too, and then you couldn't blame me.
He doesn't vote, and he considers that a good thing because he says on the wrap-up show, there's no difference. Look how bad the country's doing. So if I voted...
You'd be responsible. I
Yeah,
guess.
look what all the assholes who voted for Bush.
How about-
Now they regret it.
how
Not
about
me.
if
I'm
you
like,
had voted,
hey,
how
I
about if
stayed
you
out.
had voted for the other guy, and we wouldn't have had Bush?
You could have saved us.
Well, that's all hearsay. We don't know what this guy would have done.
Hearsay. Hearsay.
All right,
no,
thank
it's
you.
not.
And that's why I'm going to go against the grain. I'm seriously considering voting for Obama. And
Yeah.
I do mean that because
Why?
this
Why do you
world
like
has been
him?
so screwed up for the past 100 years.
Well, why do you like Obama? What is he for?
He's pro-choice, which I agree with.
Mm-hmm.
The guy, look, if you're a black guy in America and you can push the people to vote for you, that's impressive. And I mean that
in
I got
in the
it.
most sincere way.
All right, I got
So
to stop
that's
this
so,
conversation. Everything that comes out of your mouth is stupid. All right, thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
You're watching Howard TV's HD Clip of the Week.
I'm concerned for you as the person, not Yucko. I'm concerned for the person.
What about what Artie says? He feels bad for you that, like, when you go to these, things like Greg Fitzsimmons asks you to do something, then he says, no, I mean, you got to get into makeup.
Yeah. Well, you know what we ended up doing? It was me, Teddy, and Levy having to end up like we were pretending like we had to fucking blow Ron Jeremy, a
Not
pizza
pretending.
guy.
Anybody who watches that video, it's going to look like you're blowing Ron Jeremy.
Thank God Artie threw CDs at Sal and not his breakfast plate. He would have fucking killed him.
You see what's going on over there?
Christ.
It's
What
grilled
the
chicken.
Fucking mound of food.
It's grilled chicken.
You think Artie's getting too heavy?
He's been too heavy. You writing that book? What's it, a fucking cookbook? Cooking for five over there, you fat bastard?
You're mad at him because he made fun of your makeup and your career.
No,
didn't you?
no. I was saying that I felt sorry for him, but I guess, fine. If you don't want a friend to feel sorry for you. Well,
Your
and
life's not so bad. Is that what you're saying, Yucko?
No, I'm fucking doing great. Look
is
at
your
me.
girlfriend managing your career?
No, she's not.
Well, how come she was
Where'd you get
booking
that shit?
She was booking gigs with me.
Oh, bullshit, Artie.
You're
She was
sitting there
not.
comatose, and she's like, "Okay, we got a theater in Atlanta," and
She didn't have any fucking contracts or anything like that. She was booking comedy shows long before she even met my fucking ass, all right? Just let it go, you fat fuck over there.
Why does that bother you?
Because I'm sick of hearing that shit out of him. Come on.
She was booking ass leaving right in front of me. And
she asked if you ever been to Atlanta. You're like, yeah, I went there with Norm back in 97.
She's right. I answered her truthfully.
But
and
you
she said,
she
well,
had contracts and shit like that? That's bullshit.
I didn't say she
it.
had contracts.
Yes, you did the last time I called in.
She said, "What? We got to get something together." So I got
Why
a
does
place.
it bother you that Artie thinks your girlfriend is your